or the shoulders, he's only going to see red and get more confidence.
Is he trying to rump a dope here, Sergio? What do you think he's thinking?
Oh, he's hurt.
He's out on his feet. They stopped the fight. Vergil.
I mean, look, I'm here to fight the best. I don't care who it is. It can be Loops next, it can be Spence next, it can be Crawford next, if he's still willing to do it.
It's that time. It is. It's been that time. Yep, it's the perfect time too.
Oh yeah,
it's the perfect time.
I'm ready.
We're gonna get everybody what they looking for too.
Oh, yeah,
Say like that.
Yep.
Let's get that money.
That's right.
Yep. Yeah.
I think after this fight is the fight where I truly feel like I'm 100% back to what I was, and I couldn't have done it without my team, my dad, Robert, Hector, Charles, all the guys helping me spar, Dr. B, of course, and my promoters having my back 100% of the way, and I'm gonna have your back too.
B3 Pick CV, we back again. We definitely working. Man, when y'all come in the building, wipe your feet, man. Tap my like button, help the channel grow. We definitely building right. We working. Now, another beautiful day, another great day to give thanks. Shout out to the Sports Talk Network, the People's Network. As y'all can see, God is blessing us, man. God is blessing us. We on the road to monetization. We will be monetized on B3 Picks T at the end of February. God willing, right? We continue to take it one day at a time, building our community, building our support system, building our fan base now. Listen, boxing is at a beautiful place right now. I knew the year 2026, this is the year of consistency. The year of consistency. What's going on, Vay? Appreciate you pulling up. The year of consistency, right? As you can see, that's what we doing. That's what I'm doing. I'm pretty much been putting in a lot of hard work, working smarter, not harder this year. So that way we can reach our goals in a productive and in a fashion that doesn't end you up drained or feeling without energy, feeling like you overwork, right? So we always gotta monitor the work that we putting in, making sure it's value add work and not just working just to work, right? We got to make sure it's value add. Our time and our resources are being used productively so we can grow in the right fashion. Now, with that being said, man, boxing is in a beautiful spot. We got Vergil Ortiz versus Jaron Ennis is locked in for April 2026, the final date. We will be dropping the final date very soon. Shout out to my brother Juan pulling. Juan Claudio was definitely in the building. Um,
You ever had chicken on a Wednesday? What up?
what's going on, bro? Um, Listen, we already know Juan and my brother Juan. He working, he coming in, blessing us with his time. Juan, man, let's kick it off right like this, Juan. They breaking news. They got the Virgil Boots fight. It's lined up Vegas, April 2026. They finalizing the exact date, but it's going to be in April. It's going to be in Vegas. So the fight we've been looking forward to, man. Talk to us, Juan. What's your thoughts on that matchup? And are you surprised that they actually making this fight?
He's getting put to sleep. He's getting put to sleep. He's
Uh-oh.
getting put to sleep. He's getting put to sleep. Cause he ain't nice at all. Cause he ain't nice at all. Oh man, I can't wait for that. No, I'm not surprised.
Baby.
Verge, Verge come to fight. You know what I'm saying? You know, he definitely come to fight, but he definitely get put to sleep. I'm not surprised that they signed it, especially after the whole charade with him and Oscar. But he's definitely get put to sleep though. He don't get put to bed.
How many rounds?
Eight, maybe nine.
Let's go, man. Listen, shout out to the beautiful Vay, the wonderful, beautiful Angie, baby.
Hey, Kay, how you
Listen,
doing? Hello,
listen, we
Angie.
definitely
Even though you
enjoy
don't mess with me no more.
it. And hey, listen, Angie B, she drive a hard bargain.
I know. I don't even know what I did there. I didn't even do that. That's sad part. Yeah, bro. Fucking. I don't know, bro. Yeah, that was a fight. That's a good fight to make. Yo, real quick too, bro. Real quick too. Did I not call it?
Oh, the Nick Ball getting knocked out.
Did I not call that shit? Did I not call that shit? I told you too. I like, yo, he can fight. Y'all was talking about, yo, he don't look good. Yo, it don't matter that he don't look good. He's not looking good against dudes that are actually super slick and nice. Nick Moore is
Yeah.
definitely not super slick.
Nah, he's not. He's not, and that's what I'm saying. What Stephen Fulton can do, that don't mean everybody and their mama gonna do it. And Nick Ball
Yeah.
was not able to do it. Um, it's
I,
just styles
I,
make fight.
I said it too, and I didn't even watch the fight in live. I watched it as a replay, and I noticed that like fucking even when he fucking established, he came out in the first round, he threw that left uppercut. Fucking, he landed it. He landed it hard, but it was like, bro, that was really it. Like, he didn't really do nothing. Like he was throwing. Like, it was a good fight to watch, but it was just like Brandon, like over time, just took over the fight. It was just like, oh damn, he was out here putting hands on dudes. So just for him to punctuate it like that, that's congratulations to him.
Yeah,
I know Andy. Yeah, what the fuck?
yeah. Everybody loves Juan.
Nah,
Now,
that
now, Figgy. Now, while we on this, while we then pivoted to 226, talk to me, Juan. Who do you want to see Figgy fight next? What's the best matchup in that division for Figgy?
I would say a rematch. I would say a rematch because the rematch. I know that they're gonna. Nick Bolt seems gonna feel slighted. Like they're gonna obviously feel slighted, and whatever the case may be, they're gonna be like, oh, well, that was an early premature salvage, or whatever the case may be. They're gonna feel
Yeah,
slighted, or they're gonna feel entitled into a rematch, which all no doubt he is entitled to a rematch. So I think that's the best match because if he jumps into another title fight with another champion, I don't think he beats the other champions. And then even then, it don't make money. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna make money. Like him against Shushu's really relatively unknown, not really like incredibly known. Like we know him, but it's not like everybody else knows him. So he's still making a name for himself. You got Espinoza, which I think he gets smoked by Espinoza. Then I forgot who was the other champion. But
Angelo Leo.
yeah, Angelo smokes him. I'm sorry, but Angelo smokes a lot of those dudes in that division.
I want the Angelo versus Shushu Carrington fight.
Yeah, that's a good fight. That's a good fight. Because I think Shushu could beat him, but I think Shushu also showed us his last fight that he's vulnerable to a lot of things too. So it's an interesting matchup. It's like clash of styles.
Yeah, 1000%. Because Carlos Castro had Shushu looking kind of beatable in the first half of that fight, and then he picked up the pace and stopped Shushu.
Yeah. Shushu stopped him, but yeah,
I mean, yeah, Shushu stopped him. Yeah, so that was good to kind of see Shushu kind of work through that adverse fight. Carlos Castro being a tough veteran, so I'm
yeah.
definitely looking forward to see what's next for Shushu, and then I think he has the WBC title, so the WBC they probably gonna want to unify the WBC and the WBA.
They're a bunch of
So
crooks.
they gonna get their money. They're gonna definitely get
Crooks,
their
bro.
money.
Bro, crooks, bro. How you gonna try to charge somebody? You don't even not even the belt's not even on the line. It's not even the same weight class. What type of shit is that?
Mm. And you represent when Shakur got stripped by the
Yeah, bro.
WBC.
Yeah, bro. Like what is that? Like this is the shit I be talking about. This is the shit I really be talking about, bro.
And listen, there's no honor amongst thieves.
Nah, that's a fact. That's a big ass fact. That's a big ass fact. But yeah, all
So
right. What we talking about today, my bad? What we talking about? I just wanted to get that out.
Nah, you good. Let's pivot real quick. Shakur Stevenson, he's was made number 3 on ring pound for pound. Are you in agreement with that list? Hold on, let me
Nah,
pull up the list. Let me pull up the list. Oh, well, give me your top 5 pound for pound right now.
top five. Anyway, Usyk. No bullshit. Usyk anyway. Then I got Dev.
Yeah.
Then I got Kerr. Then I got Bam. And yeah, you can intertwine Bam and Kerr right now.
So we got Usyk, Inoue, Devin, Bam, and Shakur.
Yeah, you can intertwine whichever way.
Now
But
let me ask you this, because Smoke, he had Devin number 2 on the pound for pound. You have him number 3 on the pound for pound. And the people the obviously, for whatever reason, that's not popular opinion. Tell the folks, why do you have Haney so high on the pound for pound?
hold on, repeat the question again. I'm moving something real quick.
Nah, you good. You have Devin real high on the pound for pound. I know, and my brother Smoke Session, he was in yesterday. He put Devin number 2 pound for pound. Why? What are you saying from Devin? Was it a body of work? Is it a skill set that has him over Bam and Shakur, in your opinion?
So, all right. So, popular, unpopular opinion, right? Number two is crazy work for him to be saying that.
Well,
Reason,
he didn't include Usyk. He said he wasn't including a full heavyweight. Appreciate you,
again,
Zon. I see you in here. Appreciate
again,
you.
again, it's not fucking not saying that he's wrong for saying it, but you got to kind of take an accountability of what he did prior to getting to the heavyweight division. He's not even a natural heavyweight to be like, oh, he's a full fledged, like he's not even a natural heavyweight. I think the heaviest he coming into fights is like 220 something. So for him to be like, there's no reason for him to have like Usyk is probably the best fighter in the world right now. So you can't not say Usyk. Reason why I have Dev at 3-0. It's hard to go against what he done. Like youngest undisputed, um, beat Cambosis, beat Prograis at the time was considered the best, 140 in the division besides Josh Taylor. Um, took the fight with Ryan, showed violent heart with Ryan. I know people are gonna be like, well, he got his ass beat, whatever case may be, it's cool. Came back, took a fight with Jose Ramirez, didn't look spectacular, but did enough to win, which counts in my book 100% of the time. Then came back this last fight against Brian Norman against somebody, quote unquote boogeyman, the boogeyman of the division, supposedly. And this is from what you guys are telling me, boogeyman. And was saying it up and down the names for months. That going to school, take them to school, take your pen and paper, get it out. This is how you do it.
Mm-hmm.
This is why, I'm saying, not including the resume, but even the skill set. The skill set is amazing. I think he's an amazing fighter. Is he beatable? Yes, of course. Everybody's beatable. Any type of the day is boxing. It's not, this is not fucking a team sport. But for what has shown, Dev has been consistently consistent. Um, you can argue with blue in the face with me, blue into you're blue in the face that he lost against Lomachenko. He didn't lose against Lomachenko. I'm sorry. Y'all smoking too much now. Y'all doing too much. He won the fight. Let her go.
Yeah.
And to further prove, why I say he's number 3 pound for pound. The guy that was the man at 140 at the time, that just was the man at 140, Teofimo, right? Made the fight with Shakur in a heartbeat, right? First time, first offer. How many times
Yeah.
did it take Devin to ask him, yo, let's fight? A couple times. Wasn't
Couple
like,
divisions, about 3
yeah, a couple.
divisions.
Yeah, it wasn't, just one time. It was a couple times. So it's like you gotta understand, like these guys, they see something in Devin where, all right, bro, this guy can't beat me. Again, 5'8", 5'9". Maybe I say he's like 5'10". Long arms, super fast, can move really well. Defensively, has some holes, but everybody does, except for Shakir for some real reason. But
Yeah. Shakur is ridiculous.
just he's very, very hard to beat. Again, it's just you can't not knock him. Like if Shakur goes up another division, he fights him and he beats him. Hey, listen, bro, Kerr's #1 pound for pound. I can't even argue with you
And
there.
he's looking like all time.
And he's looking like an all-time great.
Yeah,
Dev also is looking like an all-time great. So just
right.
and people got to remember he's 20 what 7, 28
27.
doing all this right now. So it's like it's hard to kind of argue against kid. You know what I'm saying? Like he's done a little bit more. He's doing a lot more. Hey, if he didn't wait so long to move up in divisions, he probably would have had done a lot more. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's hard to kind of go against Dev right now.
I'm with you on that. Now, let me throw a couple fights off for you real quick. You got the Shakur fight. Shakur potentially moving up to 147 to fight Devin. And then you have the Xander Zayas fight. Devin Haney is rumored to possibly uh, go up to that. Now I heard Bill said that was low on the priority list, the Xander fight. So we just kind of got to see where they go. What do you think about that Xander fight? And what do you think about that Shakur fight for Haney?
I think the Shakur fight kind of favors a little bit more for Haney. I think the Xander fight because Xander is a big guy and he doesn't suck. Let me tell y'all right here right now. He doesn't suck. Kid doesn't suck. He's just not polished enough, but he's disciplined enough and skilled enough to beat them. Does he beat him? That's an I don't know question, but he's skilled enough and he's disciplined enough where you have to be disciplined enough to keep a game plan, keep it going 12 rounds, which he did against a boss, to keep it doing and keep it going. So you know what I'm saying? You gotta give the credit for credit what's credit's due. But
Yeah.
I think the Kerr fight, it's a little bit more of a safer pickings. Now, does he beat Kerr? I don't know. That's the question. Because Kerr's looking like an all-time great. So is Dev. But the question is, which one is for him an easier route? I would say Kerr because he's got the size advantage on Kerr. I think he's a little quicker than Kerr. Defensively, I think Kerr's a little better than him. And then offensively, they're both about the same thing. Low output fighters, dudes that use their mind. So, this is something that favors both of them, which I think is favorable for both of them. Thing with Zayas is a big boy. You know what I'm saying? This is not his first weight class. This is not gonna be his first weight class, and neither is gonna be his last. Kid probably gonna end up at light heavyweight by the time of the end of his career. But when we look at it, like you gotta kind of like pick and choose where you're gonna do. So I think the Kerr fight money makes sense. The money's there for it. If he's able to capture
Easier fight or easier or tougher fight than Xander? And I'm gonna
not
bring up the
easier,
point.
not easier for Shakur. Like the Shakur fight is not
Yeah.
easier, but it makes more money. You get what I'm saying? It
Yeah.
makes more money. It makes more sense. Yeah.
I'm with you on that. Let me bring in Mr. Moore. Mr. Moore, how you feeling today, sir? Talk to us.
Grandpa, what's going on? I missed you. How you been? Where you been at?
You motherfuckers is crazy. What's going on, man? What's up with
I'm
you?
alright, bro.
I'm blessed, thankful, man. Just we cooking today. I'm gonna bring you in the right way, and then we'll circle back to everything. They're lining up. They're gonna line up the Vergil and Boots fight. It's locked in for Vegas in April 2026. So, are you surprised that we're getting that matchup? And what do you think about that fight?
I'm not surprised because once Virgil said, "I'ma sue you," Oscar really had no choice. He had to do what he had to do to keep Virgil because that's the only commodity that he still has left. So he had to go on and acquiesce, do what he needed to do, get that fight done. Now the question is, who is paying for the fight? Is it going to be the Zone paying for the fight, or is it going to be Turkey? Who is footing the bill for this fight, or do
It
you
is gonna
know?
be a ring fight. Yeah, it's gonna be a DAZN pay-per-view.
Okay, because I remember during the negotiations, the Zone told Oscar, "We don't want Turkey to get this fight, so we
Yeah.
want this fight." So the Zone's paying for it. So now we got to figure out. They got to find a date. They got to find a venue and a date. They say they're gonna do it in Vegas, but they got to get a date and a venue for the fight. Okay.
Right, 1000%. And
I
that's
ain't
what
gonna
it
lie to
look.
you. I ain't gonna lie to you. This is like an old school fight for me. Man. It's like an MGM. Put it at the MGM. Let them have it. You know what I'm saying? because I don't think they sell out the T-Mobile arena, but I think the MGM they can sell that out. I don't know if they
Yeah,
can sell out.
I don't think they sell out the MGM either.
No, you can
I
because it's
mean,
a little
not the
small.
MGM. I don't think they sell out T-Moble. I think they
Yeah.
sell out the MGM. I don't think they
The
sell out
MGM,
T-Mobile.
yeah, I think they could sell out the MGM. So
Yeah, because
you could,
T-Mobile is 21,000 seats, and I don't know if you can
yeah.
get 21,000 people to come watch these games.
I mean, you could. I mean, Verg got a big ass fan base, a really big fan base. That's so this is exciting. But I mean, like I said, this is an old school fight. This is something that we've been carrying for a couple of years now. Like, let these dudes be at MGM. Let them have the spotlight. Put a good card around them. Just let them have the spotlight. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm just waiting to see what's the card looking like.
Well, I'm with you. I think this is a hardcore special because if you want to be honest, only the hardcore fans know who these dudes are.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So I think this fight will do well. At the MGM Grand, like we said. But you want to take it somewhere else, a bigger venue, I don't think you're going to do
Now
too
the
well
question
because
is,
nobody really even knows these dudes. We know them in boxing because we've been watching them and following them, but the casual fan, they don't know Vergil or Boots. They just don't know.
the question is, are you guys gonna put them on pay-per-view? That's the question.
Oh, the zone? I think they have to.
They would have to pay them, but let's see.
My bad. What fight is that one?
The Virgin Boots fight.
Yeah, this is at the zone pay-per-view.
Yeah.
And they would have to. They have to put it on pay-per-view because they got to try to find some kind of way to recoup their money. And it's enough. I think it's enough hardcore fans to where they can recoup some of their money. And people will still go. But, it's only going to be, like you said, this is going to be a hardcore showcase. And MGM Grand is perfect because it's only a 10,000 seat arena. So it's not hard to fill up.
Not fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. I think that's
And you can make the tickets not super pricey, but you can make them pricey enough where you make a profit. Am I right, Juan?
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah. Because even when I don't know, like when you look at certain fights, because I went to, what fight was it? I went to the Tank Roach fight, I think it was. Or was it the Tank Roller fight? I think it was the Tank Roller fight. When they did it in the Barclays Center, it wasn't really like expensive though. Like you would think it would be expensive because it's Tank. It wasn't really crazy
because of the venue. Because the venue was so big. Right. It's like when I went to Plant Benavides, right?
Yeah.
The tickets weren't that expensive. They weren't cheap, but they weren't super expensive. And then I got to the MGM Grand. The venue only holds 10,000, so I saw what they were doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It wasn't crazy. Like the fucking Kerr fight. Like I could have went to the Kerr fight because I didn't know Tommy was going. Again, I forget that he goes to every fucking fight. Sorry, Pop. Right. I know that you do. But the week of the fight, I went and looked. And my man, he texted me. He was like, yo, I'm going. If you want to go, I'll buy the ticket. And I was like, nah, because, I have some things going on right now.
Got some shit going on, yeah.
Yeah. He was like, fucking, tickets right now, like $200. The week of the fight.
Yeah.
Shit. Oh, shit.
Hey,
man.
B3. Hey, tell him, what? B3. I learned this, bro. You know when you buy your tickets to the fight you want to go to?
The week of the fight.
You buy your tickets the week of.
Yep.
When they start to unload them shits, they go down like 200, 150, 300. Yep. They go all the way down.
Yeah, now the only time I think I bought tickets like right away when it came out was the Zayna fight that he won the title. The first time.
Oh, when he fought
Gonzalez.
Gonzalez. Yeah. When he fought Gonzalez.
When he like that, I was like, yo, I'm going to that.
You had to be up in there, right?
I gotta be up in there. I gotta see all this. You know what I'm saying? But that fight was, that was the only time I think I paid full price for a fight because like the tickets.
The only time I bought tickets early, I ain't gonna lie, I'll admit, the only time I bought tickets early was Crawford Spence.
Yeah, and even that, I would have bought that shit if I had the money at the time.
I bought my ticket early. My ticket was like 6 and change.
Because it was like 500
plus the $100 tax from Ticketmaster. It was like 6 and change.
I think when I went to the fight where this dude
getting off,
where this dude fought Villa, where Boots fought Villa, I bought it the week of the fight, and I bought it for Not even, bro. It was like $60-something for each ticket, and I bought 4 tickets. I swear to God.
Yeah. But see, you
That's
can't.
crazy,
But
yeah.
you can't tell these Boots fanatics shit like that, right? Because they try to tell you this dude's a huge star. He's a huge.
Yeah.
Okay, if he's a huge star, why is his tickets going for $50?
He's a star. No, don't get it twisted. He's a star. He's a star, but he's not a huge star. Like the day that we
No.
went to,
That's what I'm saying. He's a star in boxing, but they make him out like he's Mayweather's second
yeah,
coming.
no,
or
like because
something
he had like if you like, so you ever? I don't know. You've been to the Atlantic City Stadium thingy that they have there,
Yeah,
right?
I've been there.
So you know where the wall is at, that big ass wall they have.
Right. Yeah.
The back section, the front section that was right there to the left, and then the bottom section, and then some of the section towards like heading towards the ring and shit. That was all Philly.
Right.
I swear I've never seen so many people from Philly there just
Oh
sitting
yeah.
there. I was like, ain't no
But you gotta
fucking way.
remember. But you gotta remember, Atlantic City's only like an hour and a half, 2 hours from Philadelphia.
Yeah, bro. And I forgot that it was. I was like, oh shit, come on, Pop.
Yeah.
It was just like, yeah, nah, bro. This kid he can fight, but I think when you talk about
But you talk about real stars though, like a Crawford, a Canelo, a Floyd, people like that, a Usyk, really big stars in boxing. You're not getting no $50 tickets, bro. Now you might be able to sneak in and someone open the door, but you ain't getting no $50. I don't care when you buy them.
You know why,
No,
Kerry?
that's a
Because
fact. Shout out to Carrier pulling up. What's going on, Mike Rim? Go ahead, Juan.
you know why, Kerry? Because they just like to complain, to tell you the truth, instead of just taking the damn fucking compliment.
Now let me get us on. Let me pivot real quick. Mr. Moore, we were just talking Shakur Stevenson, number 3 on the pound for pound list for Ring Magazine. What's your thoughts? That a good position? And let me ask your top 5 pound for pound.
Top 5 pound for pound. Well, number 1 is Usyk until he retires, because he's the epitome to me of pound for pound, go from one way to another. Then you got to have number 2. I got to put that Japanese kid Monster because of the 2 divisions undisputed. You know what I'm saying? Then I got to go. Shakur's next, I think, because I would say Bam Rodriguez, but I can't because Bam be having some scraps. And Shakur, I can't remember the last time I seen Shakur in a fight where he was even bothered. So it's been a minute. Right. Then you got Bam, and number 5, I would say, based on accomplishments and accolades, I would have to go with Bivol. That's my top 5.
I like that 5. And I feel like for Bivol, the distinction is he definitely got 2 pound for pound wins. He beat an undisputed and Beterbiev that had beat him, so he avenged the loss. And he also beat Canelo Alvarez handedly.
Remember, they're gonna say Canelo was starting to be. They're gonna say Canelo wasn't the same Canelo.
Well, yeah, people
I'm just
gonna say that.
I'm just giving you tomorrow's news today. That's what they're gonna tell you.
Now you know what though? Like I like Bivol, but like I had in mind, I was Usyk in a way does. I've had Bam or Shakur. You can intertwine whichever one, 4 or 5. But that's how I have mine. But you can intertwine whichever way you want to intertwine it. But like the last 2, you can always just plug and play. Like it's whoever. You know what I'm saying? I just think Dev's done enough now to a point where it's like, all right, bro, like you kind of got to be considered to be, top 3 because of the dudes you beat. Yeah, but the dudes you beat.
No, not yet. You lost to a guy. You lost to Ryan Garcia. You lost to a guy who ain't doing nothing.
That fight was a race, though.
Yeah,
that doesn't matter. It doesn't relate out of nobody's mind. I know what I saw. You lost to a dude who can't fight. I can't get over that. You lost to a dude who can't fight.
You got to remember too. You got to remember this kid has been the youngest undisputed world champion. He beat Loma. Like as much as everybody want to be like, yo, he lost. He beat him. It's on the record. He beat him.
Yeah, he beat our older Loma. He beat Loma that had been beat already.
But Loma came back and became champ though.
I don't care about none of that. Loma was 36 years old when he fought that man.
And we and
I
we
don't care
and
nothing
I,
about
man,
that.
hold on. He was 34 and he came back and became champ.
I don't care nothing about that.
So at the end of the day, he wasn't dead.
I don't care nothing about that. I don't care nothing about that. That Loma wouldn't get over that shit. That shit happened 5 years ago. I don't care nothing about that. You lost to a dude who
What
can't
about
fight.
Brian Norman?
And
Then
look
you
at
have
this.
Brian Norman. Hold on. Then you have Brian Norman pick.
Yes, I did.
Okay. And what did he do?
He lost. But you lost to a dude who can't fight at all. And when Barrios beats this dude, you're going to see what I'm talking about. You lost to a dude who's not very good. Now, you had the wrong game plan? Yes. You may have underestimated the dude's power? Yes. But you still lost to that dude. I can't put you pound for pound until at least you avenge that loss or show me something else. Do something else at welterweight. Then maybe we can talk about it. But you lost to a dude who can't fight, man. I can't get over that. That dude, Ryan Garcia, is garbage, yo. And you lost to that dude. That dude lost to Rolly Romero. Come on, man. Come on, man. Rolly Romero?
Yeah.
Don't say nothing to me
Damn
about
it.
no pound for pound for that dude.
But shout out to Ryan. I mean, he was with Golden Boy. They cheated the weight. He tested positive for multiple banned substances.
Not multiple, just
Nasty.
one. Not
Nah,
multiple.
it was not.
God,
It
don't do
was
that.
another
Big
one,
Baby
and they
Miller
tried
is
to
the
say,
motherfucker that tested for multiple. Big
and
Baby Miller had
we're
like
not
5
talking.
different
Hold
steroids in
on,
this shit.
we're not talking about Big Baby.
Okay, yeah, that's who had multiple steroids in their system. Not Ryan
Listen,
Garcia. Ryan Garcia had
one
the
thing,
osteoid.
AC, it ain't about defend nothing. It's about Cali is always going to support Cali, whether you're a drug cheat or whatever. They gonna stick up for them for
How
their
am I
own.
sticking up for Ryan? Ryan ain't shit. That
Right.
nigga's trash. What are you talking? You the one
So
sticking up
then,
for
so
him.
then you gotta be honest and say the nigga is a drug cheat.
It doesn't matter. You lost to a bum. He still can't fight, drug cheat or not. He's trash, and you lost to him because
Man,
Rolly beat him.
man,
If
listen,
Rolly beats you, you're trash. If
it's a
Rolly
lot.
Romero beats you, you're trash.
It's a lot of KOs on that record to say that
He
brother
of
can't
who?
fight.
Name one dude that you know that he knocked out. Name one dude that you know that he
Javier
knocked out.
Fortuna,
Who the fuck is that?
former
A
champion.
26-pounder?
Come
Javier
on,
Fortuna is a
man.
126-pound fighter who moved up.
All right,
Come on, man.
what
You do
about
better than
gold
that.
medalist Luke Campbell?
Oh my God, Luke Campbell, a 130-pound fighter who moved up. Get the fuck out of here, man. Come on,
Who is
come back
right?
again.
You say he was ass though. You talking about
He
weight,
is
but you said he was
ass.
ass.
He is ass. He
Yeah,
lost to
but
Rolly Romero. How much
in
more ass can you be?
comparison to who? A tank opponent. Rolly, we can't act like Rolly ain't no slouch, like he wasn't stepping on
Rolly's
people.
a bum. Rolly is trash. He lost to a 50-year-old fighter, and they got robbed. The 50-year-old got robbed. The 50-year-old beat that man from pillar to post.
Old man Barroso,
Barroso beat the
he was on,
shit out of Rolly.
he was on the verge of stopping Barroso.
He beat the shit out of Rolly. And the ref
Look, think
jumped in
about
and
all the
saved him.
fights we've been watching this year, all these
Rolly
12
is
round
garbage. There's
stoppages.
nothing you can say. Let's
We gotta
move
let
on to
these
another
fights play out.
conversation. Because there's nothing you can say to make me to believe that Rolly Romero is a good fighter. He's trash.
Man, they don't claim. Stop it, AC. Nobody want to claim that. See, the thing about it, people want to claim you when you're doing good. They don't want to claim you when stuff go bad. You know that. But yeah, what else we was talking about today? We talked pound for pound. We talked boots. Vergil being locked in. There was one other topic.
Oh, the fight Sunday.
Oh, yeah. You talking about the FA fight? Jogba versus
FA
Charles Martin?
versus Charles Martin. That's a good fight. That's a good goddamn fight.
They fought or they fighting?
They fighting Sunday. This Sunday coming. That's a good goddamn fight.
Mm-hmm.
I got Charles Martin stopping FA in like 8.
Charles Martin ain't stopping shit. He did.
Hey, if Charles Martin wouldn't have took that fight with Jared Anderson on 10 days' notice, he could beat the shit out of him. He knocked him out. F.A. Ajagba is not much better than Jared Anderson. F.A. Ajagba was not very good. Frank Sanchez beat the shit out of him and stopped him. So don't tell me anything about F.A. Ajagba. He's trash too.
He said Mr. Mortal. No shit about
He's trash.
Wow.
My fucking A carry.
Huh?
Read the comments, bro.
He beat Guido Vianelli though, Mr. Moore.
Who the fuck is Guido Vianelli?
He stopped Mahmoudov.
Who? Mahmoudov? Man, get the fuck out of here.
I don't know none of these motherfuckers.
I saw Mahmoudov get beat up by 5'10" Russian. Legit.
Oh man, that is funny. You guys are funny. You guys are hilarious. I swear to God.
So how you see this FA versus Charles Martin?
Charles Martin getting put to sleep, bro. That dude has never been good, bro. I've always said that. That dude has never been good, bro.
Yeah, but neither is FA. That's the thing. You acting like FA has ever been good. FA's never been good either.
FA ain't been good either, but FA knocks his ass out.
I don't think so because, see, Martin been in there with everybody. Think about it. Think of all the guys at the top of the division. Martin been in there with all of them.
Man, ain't nobody worrying about no damn Charles Martin.
FA just went 10 with Bacoli. And
so,
he got they gave Bacoli a gift draw.
And Bacoli just went 1.5 with Parker. So come on, man.
But yeah, that was on 2-day notice.
That's his fault.
Yeah, y'all some fools, bro.
That was on 2-day notice. They called that nigga 2 day. He pulled up.
Well, FA got a whole camp and Charles Martin got a whole camp. Let's see who wins.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, ain't this the guy that said that he walks the earth like a god and then you put to sleep right after?
I walk this earth like a god.
I don't want to hear none of that bullshit.
I love it. I walk this earth like a god.
When I swear to God, because when I heard that he said that, I was like, bro, ain't no way he getting put to sleep. Ain't no way.
He looked like he carried Jared Anderson, or like they had a silent agreement in that fight.
No bullshit.
That was a weird fight, and like you said, it looked like he should have beat Jared Anderson, right? But he lost a decision to Adam Kadnaki in 2018. AJ stopped him in 2 rounds. Luis Ortiz stopped him in 6. He hasn't fought since November 16th of 2024. He got a first-round stoppage over Matthew McKinney. So FA coming off of the draw with Bacoli last year. He's fresher. He's meaner.
FA gonna get his big old ass whooped.
FA gonna put him to sleep. I swear to God,
it's gonna be another Frank Sanchez experience.
Yeah, he ain't. Yo, listen, man. If he's Frank Sanchez, you call me Muhammad Ali, then, because that ain't even.
You remember how Frank beat him up and stopped him? You remember that? What?
Nah, they went to decision.
Frank beat his ass up and stopped him. He didn't go to no goddamn decision. I don't know what fight you was watching.
Who, Frank Sanchez versus Ajagba?
Beat his ass up and stopped him.
I think went to decision, coach, grandpa.
Frank whooped his ass.
He dropped him.
FA ain't shit.
Yeah, FA never been stopped.
Hold on. I got it right here, play. Hold on.
FA's a dog.
Hold on.
FA ain't shit. FA fights like a dog.
FA Ajagba, they went 10 for 10. They went a full hit. He got almost a unanimous decision, 10-0.
Oh, the unanimous decision? He stopped him? Oh, yeah, he dropped him.
He dropped him. Yeah, round 7. That's it. But it was 10-0 the whole damn way.
Frank whooped his ass from pillar to post.
Man, I don't want to hear none of that shit. Listen, man.
He was running.
How old is Frank? Won like 52?
Frank Martin?
No, Frank Sanchez.
Frank Sanchez, he's like 86, 87.
Frank old as a motherfucker. Frank tell you 32 though, but Frank old as a bitch.
Yeah. Frank 32. All right, you add another 32. That's his rule.
Them Cubans be old as a motherfucker, don't they?
Yo, that motherfucker old as a shit, bro. I mean, old, bro.
Andy Cruz said about he 30 years old. Nigga, you 35.
You got 27. Boy, you 57. What are you talking?
Let's speak about Zuffa real quick. This is a Zuffa card. This will be Zuffa 3. Are y'all liking what y'all seeing from Zuffa so far? First 3 weeks.
Tell you the truth, I haven't watched no one guard. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
I saw some good boxing, man. I saw Boston get knocked out. I saw.
I haven't watched one card. I might
put on
watch
a decent performance.
I watched that. I watched it.
Decent performance.
Did he? I didn't watch that.
Yeah, it was decent. I mean, he won.
That dude was tough.
It wasn't spectacular, but he won.
Okay.
I seen some good boxing on Zuffa, man. They got some good fighters on it.
Okay. As long as they do, man. Listen, man. I don't care as long as they do.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm ready to see who Raymond gonna fight next.
Who, Raymond Mortaya?
Yeah.
You know who I look he wanted to fight?
Is he keeping his strap or is he moving up?
I think he might move up.
Question.
I want to see him fight Shakur. I low-key want to see him fight Shakur.
Over
for Raymond?
Jump the line.
You think that's a good fight? I think it's a decent fight.
That's a good fight,
I think it's a decent fight.
That's a good ass fight.
I just don't think Shakur's coming back to 47. I just don't to 35. I don't see him doing it.
I don't think it is either, but I think because like he can make the weight. I know that Raymond can make the weight, but I know that he doesn't. Like he's not gonna want to keep making that weight. Because I know, like even the night of the fight, and he was huge. That dude's huge. I was like, oh shit, he that much bigger than him? I was like, oh wow. But you know, his credit, you know, he came out victorious and stuff like that. And I said it. I was like, he did enough to beat him. I was like, he did enough to beat him. So nobody can take him away. But that fight with him and Shakur, that would be a nice one because he showed a lot of wrinkles in his game against Andy. I think that's a good test for both of them, for both of those guys. But I think Raymond is definitely, you know, one of those dudes that could be heavily upset anybody at any given night. So I think that fight with him and Shakur, that's a good fight.
Yeah, that's a good fight. I like it. I love that fight. Excellent.
We don't want to see Andy fight next. That's the question.
I want to see Andy fight Schofield.
Schofield? I think he beat Schofield. I think Schofield's status.
He got to fight some up and comers. No more champions. You got to fight up and comers now. You had your shot the title. You fucked up. Got beat. So you need to fight up and comers. Get your way back.
And you know what's the crazy part about it too? Though Bozy was saying, I was like, yo, you gotta wake up these next level rounds because they're well getting for me. It's just, dudes, Raymond's turn up is crazy, bro. Like people gonna be like, oh, Randy won and Andy this. Like, you know, Free gonna probably get up here and he gonna be like, oh, Andy won this and that. I don't believe none of that shit. I don't hear none of that shit. He lost. He lost the last 3 rounds. He lose.
Did you watch the fight? Did you watch the fight?
I watched. Yeah.
Did you see how Murataya was moving his feet and just cutting the ring off and making Andy fight?
Bro. Yeah, bro. Like, the only thing I feel like that Andy can do very well is pick shots. Like him picking shots, bro. That shit is like artwork. Like the way he picks shots is artwork. I'm giving him that 100% of the time. But you gotta turn up in those last 3 rounds. You can't go in the 8th round. They're tied up at this point. You can't go in the 8th.
Especially when you ain't got the pop to keep the dude off you. He ain't got the power to keep that dude off of him.
You gotta start waking up. Like you can't just not sit. You can't sit there. That's what Bosley was telling him the same thing. Go back, listen to that 10th round. He's like, yo, you gotta turn up. Now you have to turn up. You have to turn up because you can't, bro. He's the champion, 1. He's favored, 2. Then on top of that, you basically coming into around his home plate. You gotta turn up, and he didn't. He just didn't turn up.
Yeah, he don't have no power on the shots, man. You gotta box and move, and you gotta basically. Andy Cruz is gonna basically have to outclass dudes because he don't have the power to keep dudes up off of him.
Yeah, dude. Like I think this right here showed us there's a reason why a lot of dudes don't want to fight. There is that reason because he hasn't done it once. He's done it twice. Because the fight before that he fought Andy, he had to
Yeah.
turn up too. He had to turn up too, and he turned up from fucking 7 to 12, bro. He turned up completely. It's like beating dude's ass. So yeah, bro, you
Now
gotta.
they building up. Let me say this to y'all real quick. Let me pivot. Uh, hold on, Mr. Moore. It's a lot of background. It's like oh yeah, mute up. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all for the mute. Um, okay, lit. Oh, all right. Let me talk to y'all about this. So it's pretty much Shakur put it out there. It's looking like Devin Haney versus Keyshawn Davis is the next fight. They're gonna run that matchup for the 147-pound title. The WBO is gonna allow Keyshawn to take that fight. Um, we got a fight, y'all. Now they haven't finalized the date and the venue for it yet, but that's what we're looking at next. For the dream and for the businessman, the amazing Keyshawn Davis. Now, let me know this as a standalone event. Kerry he say he got key by KO. See, this is why we need this fight. This is a huge fight. Um, a lot of people believe that that is a standalone main event. Fill it out with a good card, and it could be a DAZN pay per view. Do y'all believe? Where do y'all think this fight should be held? That's kind of one of the questions I want. Where would y'all like this fight to be held, and who would y'all want to see on the undercard of this matchup?
I don't even
Why
care.
not Vegas? Why
I
not
don't even care.
Vegas?
I just want to see that fight. I
Yeah,
don't
why
care
not
who's on the
Vegas?
undercard.
Vegas and New York, one of the two.
Mm. So Mr. Moore, this fight is good enough for you just by itself.
Yeah, I don't care who's on the undercard. I don't give a fuck who's on the undercard. I don't care nothing about that. I want to see this fight. They're gonna put who they want to put on the undercard, and we're gonna watch it because it's boxing. But I don't care who's on the undercard. I want to see Keyshawn go ahead and beat this dude up.
Nah, facts.
That's probably what's gonna happen.
Nah, fact. Nah. All right. Listen, three. You know I got love for you. I know you got mad. That boy gonna get put to sleep, man.
Yeah, I think Keyshawn gonna beat him up, man.
He's gonna get put to sleep. He's gonna get walked now, just like Jermaine did. He's gonna get walked the fuck down and get put right to bed, just like Jermaine, bro. That's not good. This time it's
Yeah,
not gonna be.
I don't see Devin Haney beating Keyshawn, but we're gonna see. We're gonna find out.
You beat Keyshawn, bro. Listen, that's it. You gotta be top three, top two.
Now, yeah, if he goes up to 147 and stops Devin, he's definitely instantly pound for pound. And we just kind of it doesn't really matter. The world is his oyster at that point. Um, man, shit. I'm on both sides, man. Shout out to the 757 DB3. Uh, man, let the best man win, man. I'm ready for that matchup. uh,
You can't pick your B3. You can't pick your boy Haney.
uh, nah, both of these are my guys, man. And
Debo.
some fights you just want to stay neutral. I just want to see a great fight. You know how you say you don't care enough about a fight to bet on it? I care, you know what I'm
Right.
saying?
You care too much about this. Have to bet on.
Yeah, it's just
I'll be
like
right
let me
back.
just
Gotta take this
I
call.
live. Okay.
Yeah,
And
nah.
listen, I
This
live
was a
bet.
good fight.
Listen, if we watching live, we gonna make all things, shake. I was able to make some live money just recently. Big Baby Miller, who fought this last week. I gotta look at my stuff. We did
Yeah.
some good things live, but pre-fight, I'm more leaning with y'all, man. That's gonna be a tough fight for Devin.
I'm not gonna
But
lie to
see,
you, cuz
Devin is the ultimate boxer, though.
listen, I would have say ultimate. Like I said this before to you, and I'm gonna keep saying it. He has holes in that game. He goes with crack, and when he get cracked, one thing about Keyshawn that's different from a lot of these other dudes, he's mean. That kid is mean, bro. That's a different type of mean. It's like you owe me some money, I'm gonna beat your ass for it. Type of mean. It's a different type of story when you have dudes like Keyshawn coming after you. This is not, young boy Brian that's never had experience, that's scared of the big, like you knew he was scared of the big lights. You seen it, you knew it. You knew it once he walked into the ring, it was it's over. You know what I'm saying? Keyshawn gonna talk his shit. He gonna back it up. He gonna walk you down. He gonna box with you because he can box with you. And that countering style that he has, bro, that vicious, malicious, like countering style that he has, bro, it's hard to beat because dudes like Devin don't know how to understand how to get around that countering type of concept. Like, oh, this dude's a counter puncher. How the hell do I get around it? Because he's gonna start to stand there. If he tries to stand there and throw a body shot, bro, he's gonna get cracked right over the top. And if he runs, bro, Keyshawn's fast enough to catch him. So it's two different stories, bro.
I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you, man. This is definitely gonna be a tall task for Devin and Team Haney.
Again, if he beats him, A, be all kudos to Dev, bro. Dev different, different. But I'm telling you right now, bro, I can't see it happening, bro. I can't, bro. Like, what he just did to Maine, bro, like, yeah, bro, that was, and I called it, and I said it to you. I was like, nobody get walked down and walked apart, bro. It's not
But that's
even
what I'm
funny.
saying. We gotta AC, bro. Like that's what I'm saying, man. Listen, we gotta call it what it is. Devin Haney a special fighter, man.
He definitely is a special fighter, but again, bro, like,
And we can
let
just we can we all we have to do is point to the fight that Mr. Shelby Moore can't get out of his mind was the Ryan fight.
I mean, we got to, but you got to also remember though, this is
So
somebody he like, this is somebody that you know what I'm saying.
now now if somebody was going to get knocked out, that would have been those would have been the shots. That would have been a situation where somebody would have quit and or been knocked out, right or wrong, one against that
Like,
guy.
yeah, that's because that kid is a big puncher. He's a
What happened? What
huge
happened to
puncher.
what happened to Duarte? Duarte was like, "Whoa, oh my god," you know what I'm saying? And they was like,
Yeah,
"Oh no, he
but
can't
you
get
got.
the finish."
But the thing is, though,
So
like,
that's the
see,
thing.
but the thing is, this is two different fights. Like, see, this is how I know, like, certain people like won't understand what I'm talking about. Like, certain fighters have this meanness to them, and when I mean meanness, I mean like they put that pressure on you mentally, physically. Like, they want to see you crumble. You know what I'm saying? Like Oscar had it, Floyd had it for a very long time before he hurt his hands. Leonard had it. Like, dudes that fucking want to see, like, go watch some of those old fights from Floyd. Matter of fact, this is a perfect example. Go watch some, like, watch the Sosa fight. See how he was playing with him from 1 to 7, and then he knocked him out. I think it was in the ninth. See how he turned up. This from 8 to 9. Like, see how he turned up. He kept turning it up, turning it up, turning it. That's the meanness I'm talking. Like, he sees it. He sees a hole. I'm gonna take advantage of that. Keyshawn's gonna do that. He sees a hole. He's gonna take advantage of that. That's a different type of breed right there, bro. It's only been a couple fighters I've seen that can do that. But was just one of the last ones. Keyshawn very may well be can be that one of those because he's vicious and mean, bro. Like, he wants to get you. He wants to see you seriously hurt.
Yeah,
There ain't a lot of fighters like that no more. Dudes that are like mean, bro. Like, for real mean. Like, I'm going to kill you to get you out of here, bro. Like, type of John. Like, he's mean. Kid is mean, bro. He's a mean fighter. That's why I was like, when they made that fight with Jermaine, I was like, bro. I had texted Jermaine. I was like, bro, that's not a fight for you, bro. I was like, you. That's not a fight for you, my guy. But again, bro, that's a dangerous dude right there.
man, I'm in full agreement with you, bro.
That's a different dangerous dude, bro. That's a different breed, right? That's a way different breed right
Haney,
there. Like, he ain't never seen
Haney,
that before.
but see, Haney not a puncher.
Now, Haney, You know what
but
Haney's
but
gonna be
his,
able to do though? Like if Haney's able to do it and it's neutralizes some other a lot of this kid's work, then it's hard to beat that. But if he can't, that's a different story, bro. Because you've seen how comfortable he looked at 140.
yeah, man. But we not gonna act like Haney don't got good
No,
offensive
no, no.
attributes.
Yeah, but you got to remember too,
Yeah,
like
this is gonna be a good fight. And Devin ain't no little guy
now he's not a
in,
little guy,
in
but again,
comparison to Keyshawn. So I love this fight. This is a good fight.
comparison to little to Keyshawn, but there's been a lot of smaller dudes, a lot stronger, a lot of bigger dudes. Keyshawn might be one of those.
But y'all got Devin getting slept.
I
Nah, you know what
have I
I'm
been?
saying?
Now the question is this. Matter of
Now,
fact, I'm gonna hit you with this one. Have I been wrong the last couple picks?
yeah, but I
No,
think
no, 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 no. I've called it
to answer your
probably 4 times.
question.
Four
But
times
hold
already.
on.
I've called it. I said Figgy by stoppage.
Yeah.
I said Bijan by stoppage.
All right, well, let's just see. Let's just make sure FA comes through this weekend because that's a
Yeah, and Figgy put his ass to sleep. It's
damn.
gonna be
So
bad. That shit gonna be bad. That shit gonna be hard. What's up, though?
Keyshawn is mean. I'm excited for this. Yeah, he said Juan is 4-0. Yeah, they're gonna line it up. Hopefully they do it, man.
Yeah, bro. They keep something different. But I don't know. Like if Dev can do it, bro. Hey, man, more kudos to please prove me wrong, bro. Please prove me wrong. Cause I want to be wrong finally. But it's just, hey, B. Other than that's
Who's the
that's
favorite? Who's the favorite on the betting lines? Keyshawn or Devin Haney?
I think because of the accomplishments, people are gonna put Dev as a favorite. But I think
So it's gonna
Key
be
like
plus money. So we're
yeah,
gonna have plus money
yeah,
on
yeah,
Keyshawn. Mm.
yeah, yeah. He definitely gonna be as a different type of animal right there, bro. It gets a different type. You know, I was like, bro. Like the way he did. What was the dude that he won the title off? Baranchek, what was his name?
Yeah,
He was
Dennis
playing with dude.
Baranchik.
Yeah, he was playing with dude. He was sitting there playing how hockey king would do.
Stop him.
Nah, seriously, bro. Like, he was doing them dirty. That was filthy shit. That was some filthy shit, bro. That's when I knew this kid had a different term street. I was like, oh no. I said, oh no, that's bad.
Do you think Keyshawn could walk through Regis and Jose
Yes.
Ramirez? You think he would
Both
step
of
on
them.
them and stop both of them?
Stop. Both of them. Get them out of there.
Mm, interesting.
Yeah, but
Interesting.
you gotta remember, Craft. This is because of the situation that happened. He's coming off his biggest, like one of the bigger wins in his career now. So it's like, yeah, bro, that right now kind of is the man right now. Bro. If he like again, if he beats this dude, he's definitely the man. But it's like, do I see it? No. But because of the shit that happened and the shit they threw him under the bus, they kind of threw him away. Yeah, bro, he gonna be the favorite for this one.
Let me bring in Coach Eddie. Coach Eddie, how you feeling today? Good sir. Talk to us.
Hey, what's going on, brother? I see the news. I see the thumbnail. So is it official or
Juan,
they
you can hear
still
Coach
working out the
Eddie?
details?
Let me see.
I think they're
Is
working
it
out the
official?
details.
Okay, yeah, good. I hope this still happens. That'll give us something to look forward to, man. Especially if it happened in April. That's really quick right there. To go ahead and
Who
get
you
it in.
got?
That means,
Who you got, Eddie? Who you got? You got
man, you
Keyshawn or you
already
got
know.
Dev?
Oh, well, I thought you were talking about Boots and Virgil, man.
No, we got Boost and Vergil, but we were just talking about Keyshawn and Dev right quick. Who you got?
Oh, they
Hey,
making a
Coach.
fight?
They lined up. They lining up Keyshawn versus Haney.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
they
I mean,
lining that up.
are they in
Yep.
talks or is it real? It's really gonna happen?
Nah, it's really gonna happen.
Oh man, that's a great fight, man. That is an excellent fight, man. Whew. That's a good fight. Yeah, man. I tell you, bro. I'm
Hey,
on
put me
I'm
on
on
mute.
I'm on edge I'm gonna edge Keyshawn, man. That's a good fight, man. That's a good fight. Keyshawn remind me of Bud Crawford, man. To be honest, the way his demeanor,
Yeah, haircut.
the way he hear me.
Fucking Sunday.
Yeah, I hear you, coach. That was
More
one.
like that.
Yeah. Keyshawn kind of remind me of Terrence Crawford a little bit, man. His demeanor,
Yeah.
how he really go out there and try to get these guys out of there, man. He's got pedigree, man. So, bruh, that's gonna be a good fight, man. I don't think Keyshawn will allow himself to be, sit back and be picked apart, kind of like how Brian Norman did. Like I say, Brian, and that I was watching that fight. That fight was kind of a weird fight, man. I mean, it's like Devin Haney just never let Brian Norman really get going. You know what I'm saying? Just kept him off track, if that makes sense.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know if Keyshawn, like every fighter presents a different, something different. Not only that, I think Keyshawn actually will carry that weight. He'll carry that weight really well, man. But he seemed to be, pretty big guy. I wouldn't be surprised to see him probably end his career at 154 or possibly even 60, because he got the frame. You know what I'm saying? He got the long arms. He got wide shoulders and stuff like that. He got what he can pack on the weight, and he seemed to be a pretty fast guy, pretty quick. I think he has good punching power, man. Now people gonna say, the experience that Devin Haney has, which I'm gonna put it like this. If you keep everything right down the middle, a lot of that experience was gained in Mexico against lesser opposition. And we talked about, and that seemed to be, that's the way that a lot of boxers do, climb that ladder, so to speak, is fighting lesser opposition until they get to a point where they can really, really make money. Because like we always say, boxing is kind of like perception. What the fan, Bill Haney done a tremendous job. Devin Haney done a tremendous job, but it's all about building some type of energy around your fighter, whether it be good or bad. And Bill Haney done a great job with that. Like I say, Keyshawn, Devin Haney, man, that's gonna be a good fight, man. If they really get that on, man. I'm gonna pick Keyshawn for that one, man. I think
Yeah,
Keyshawn gonna
that's a
try to
fight.
get. Yeah, oh yeah, Keyshawn gonna try
That's
to get him out of there, man.
Let me ask you this, coach. No, 1000%. And Devin gonna have to show his meanness in that fight. He really gonna have to dig deep. Now, the other fight that's locked in, they finally finalized it. Vergil Ortiz versus Boots Ennis is gonna be Las Vegas, April 2026. Talk about that fight, coach. Are you surprised that they made that matchup?
Now I'm glad they made that matchup. I think they was applying so much pressure, man. They had to get the job done. You know what I'm saying? And then, with the stuff that's going on with Al Heyman now, it seemed like Oscar De La Hoya is trying to distance himself. Because you remember at first he was talking about, me, Golden Boy, and PBC, we're going to be working together. Now, Floyd came out and now suing, Showtime, Steven Espinoza, and he has Al Heyman named in the lawsuit. So I feel like he's trying to distance himself from the PBC right now. But hey, man, I'm glad the fight happened, man. I got Boots beating this kid, man. I like Vergil. Shout out, he's a good fighter. But I think his style, the way he fights, it's kind of he's a tailor-made fight for Boots, man. This fight probably wound up looking like that Roman Villa fight, man, or something similar to it. I just think, this dude Vergil, he been avoiding Boots for so long, man. Yeah, I think it's really etched in his mind that he knows that Boots is the real deal. Because if he didn't think Boots was the real deal, he would have fought him a long time ago. You know what I mean? He already know what Boots is bringing to the table. So he's kind of got, cornered up, so to speak, and then, hey, you got to make this fight right here. I think Boots is really ready to go out there and make a statement out of Vergil Ortiz, man. Like I say, Vergil been in a lot of tough fights too. Vergil's he's been in a lot of action-packed fights, a lot of wars and stuff. So, I think Boots is definitely the fresher of the two. Whatever Vergil's bringing, that stuff he did against Eric Lewin, that ain't gonna work on Boots, man. Boots gonna put hands on this dude, man. He gonna have some serious problems. Serious problem, man. So I can't wait.
Now, I gotta ask you this, Coach. They didn't put Shakur Stevenson number 3 pound for pound. Ring Magazine. What's your thoughts on that? And let me get your top 5 pound for pound right now in the sport.
Yeah, I mean, the pound for pound list, man. It's opinion based, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, you win a fight and then they throw you on there. So I don't really put, especially now, this Ring Magazine credence. I don't really put too much thought into it because you see it changes every time one of the big name fighters have a fight and win. What does it do? It changes. All they're doing is just pretty much keeping the same guys up there and just moving them around in position, from different positions. You might be in, number 8. Then they move you up to number 6 or something. I don't know. Was was he in it before he fought T.O.?
At the tail end, I think he was like 9.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All they doing is moving these guys around, man. And that's what I'm saying, man. I don't put too much credence to that pound for pound list because just because you're on that list, I know there's other guys out there that just hadn't got their opportunity, and I think they got smoke for you. You know what I mean? It's just like I'm saying. It's like once these guys, that's what they do. And that's always been boxing most of the time. Once these guys get a name, then they just kind of freeze out everybody else and just keep the money, with all the guys that got a name. Otherwise, if you ain't got no name, you ain't gonna get a shot pretty much. Or they're gonna say you need to build your profile. You don't put no butts in the seat. What you bringing to the table. All this stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about that. Hey, but if they want to put him third, I ain't got no problem with it, man. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna sit here and argue about it. He's a good fighter. But I still think there's plenty of smoke for him. And then my top pound for pound right now, shoot, man. I got a Dula Mason. I know he ain't got a lot of accolades. But I'm just basing off what I see,
For real,
man.
Coach. Come on, Coach.
Nah, man, I don't get, man. I don't get hung up on accolades, man. I really don't, man. Because like I say, like what Devin Haney said, anybody can be a champ, man. Didn't he say that? Then another thing, my old
But
trainer told
that's what
me.
I'm saying.
Yeah,
Abdullah won a vacant title shot. He still got a lot to prove, though.
yeah, but hey, like I see, you asked me my pound for pound. I'm just basically it could be based off of eye test. It ain't
That's a
really
fact.
based off no accolades. I don't put too much emphasis on the accolades, man, because like you said, anybody can be a champ. Look at the landscape at 147.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Rolly Romero's a champ. I mean, shout out to Rolly. He worked hard for it, but I'm just saying, right place,
Now I'm
right
with you on
time.
that, Coach, because he got that
Yeah,
off the Ryan fight. Let
that's
me
what I'm
bring in my
saying,
little
man.
brother Hot Rod real quick.
For sure.
Hot Rod, what's going on, bro?
What up, man? What's poppin'?
Man, they didn't line it up finally. April, man, they're gonna put it in April. It's gonna be in Las Vegas. Boots and Virgil. Talk about the fight, man. Is this a fight you can get excited for?
Um, excited for? I guess you could say that. We got two young fighters. In their prime. Still a lot of questions to be answered. I still don't think whoever wins the fight. I don't think whoever loses the fight, they're done. I want to see who's really the goods. You know, because we can all have an opinion, but until the fight happens, our opinions are assholes. I'm very interested in the fight. It should be a good fight. I think the styles match up perfect. I'm very interested to see who has the higher IQ. I think the man with the higher IQ is going to win the fight. Who can make the adjustments in the fight? This is going to separate the two fighters of who's elite and who's maybe not elite. That's what it's going to tell me, because I still have questions for both fighters based on who they fought up to this upcoming point. Because I understand you only could fight who's in front of you, but at some point in time, it's in your control to make the decision to be a man and fight an A-level opponent. like my boy Shakur Stevenson did, like Tia Female has done multiple times. Some of these fighters got to just drop their balls and take on the fight, man. I mean, at some point, you ain't tired of it, big bro? At some point, these dudes got to fight. All that talking
Yeah.
don't matter. All that talking don't matter. You know
I'm
who
with you
my
on that.
favorite fighter is? Devin Haney. I told you, he beat Brian Norman. I'm going to be the biggest fan because he's doing what I asked. All I want to see is the best versus the best. And you know that. Devin Haney only one doing it. Shakur and Tio finally doing it. But can y'all mix it up with Haney next? Can we get that? I ain't even gonna bring up the midget. I mean, that's all on y'all, but I ain't even gonna bring him up. But can
Nah,
we
let's stay on. We can't hold on, right? You was doing good. We gotta stay on task. Like you saying, Tank is we can't use the M word. And I just even on TikTok, they banned somebody for using that. We can't use the M word. but
No,
you
I
definitely
said
cooking.
midget. I didn't say
Yeah, you
M word.
can't say that. No, you can't.
Yeah,
Oh, I
That's a
can't
you
say
can only
derogatory
midget.
say
term.
the N word. You can say
You,
the N word with impunity.
yeah,
You can say that all day long.
hold
And
on. And we try to get some money. We about to be monetized at the end of February. So let me say
My
this.
fault.
We try to get to some money, but appreciate my brother. Now you good. Let me say this. And it's been a minute since you be on the channel, and I appreciate you pulling up today. The people want to know. Talk about that Haney Norman. What did you see? What's your thoughts? And let's go from there.
I saw a fighter become a man because before the fight, in my opinion, I thought Brian Norman was gonna beat him. I thought Brian Norman was gonna knock him out. I really did. I thought Brian Norman had the skills to cut the ring off and the IQ to adjust. But evidently I was wrong, which is why I want to see the fights. Because I don't care if I'm wrong. I want to know the truth. And the truth is Devin Haney is a way better fighter than Brian Norman Jr. That's the truth. What I saw in the fight was a more experienced, skilled fighter. Period. Period. He was more skilled. He had more IQ. He was technically sound. He took away what Brian Norman wanted to do best, and he spooked him. He spooked him. Brian Norman, I bet you that man heart was pumping when Haney hit him with that right and that left when he dropped him. I bet you he was in shock. Like, what just happened? I bet you he was in shock. Because we was all in shock. Like, no, this not
Yeah.
just happened, which is why we gotta see the fights. That's all I'm asking. Can we get the fights? Where why we never I ain't even finna go off top. I'm just Wolverine, a better Wolverine, Benavidez. Why we ain't getting the fights?
Yeah.
Like
David
I
going up to
pray we
200.
get. I
Let me
pray,
just say this, man. Salute the mugs pulling up. Toledo Treats, my brothers in here. Was good. Y'all already know the link is pinned. Rod, you cooking right now. But yeah, Benavidez is going up to fight Zerto with 200 pounds. I mean, Turkey likes trilogy, so maybe we get Bivol Beterbiev 3. That's the only fight that really makes sense.
we can speak about that another time. It's just the point of giving me the fights of how you, the coach, all people that's older than me. I'm not even 30 yet. I'm only 28. All y'all saw the fights. I'm just trying to see the fights. I'm just trying to live through it. Thank God I got to see what Crawford did. Thank God I'm seeing what Devin Haney is doing. That's all I'm asking. Can we get the
I'm with
fights?
you. And now let me just put and our brother Smoke then put up Smoke. What's happening?
What up?
Rod cooking right now. I'm gonna ask you about this, and I'm gonna bring smoke in. The reports are is going to be Devin Haney versus Keyshawn Davis next. Um,
See,
yeah.
now we talking. Now we talking. But I'm not gonna lie, Big Three. Everybody else on the panel listening, I'm not gonna lie. Great fight. But if you ask me, Rodney, high rise, that what you want? No.
Nah, I was about to say the same thing.
I want Devin Haney versus Shakur Stevenson or Teofimo Lopez. I don't care that T.O. lost. He's still an A-level fighter, in my opinion. Y'all may disagree.
T.O. overhyped, my brother. Sorry to bust your
I
bubble,
don't
man.
want none of them
That's
to
over.
say that.
And
I
that's
don't want
cool.
none of
T.O.
And that's
Shakur packed
cool.
him up, man. He
And
packed
that's
him up.
cool. We can disagree. That's cool. We can disagree. I still want to see the fight, though, sir.
I don't want nothing for Dev next. I want nothing for Dev. I want Dev to get a belt.
That's what I want. So if you want me to be honest, if you want me to be honest, y'all, I want the T.O. or Shakur Devin Haney. But if you're going to give me Keyshawn Davis, Devin Haney, I'll gladly take it, B3. Gladly.
T.O. don't deserve no title shot, man. He got to work his way back up, man.
Keyshawn don't deserve it neither.
That's what I'm saying.
Coach, how many fighters have lost and got a title shot in their next fight?
Ryan Garcia. See, but T.O. don't move the needle like that. Now, to be honest,
Coach, there's more fighters than Ryan Garcia that has gotten a title shot after a loss.
I feel you, but it's all about, most time it's about if you move the needle or not. If you a big draw, yeah, they're gonna put you in a position. Look at Rolly. Rolly keep getting title shot. I can't explain it, brother. It's no consistency.
The only thing I'm gonna say is this real quick on that. Now, if you put up a certain performance that indicated that you deserve to still be number one or in a position to fight the champion, then yeah, a lot of times they will give you another title shot, either for that belt or another belt, right? Yeah, exactly. Gary Antoine Russell.
Can I ask
But
a
yeah,
question?
T.O. didn't put up that
T.O.
performance. Go ahead, Juan.
cooked, man.
Can I ask a question?
Go ahead, bro.
Go ahead. So, okay, I understand that T.O. got cut, but how many fighters in reality? Let's really be in reality. In reality, is doing that to T.O.
Gary Antoine Russell will beat him, brother. With ease.
No. I said how many? You just named me one. How many? Okay, and that's because he's a great fighter. Now, is he a great fighter? He's got to prove it. T.O.'s done it. T.O.'s done the
Keyshawn Davis will stop Teofimo Lopez. Keyshawn stops.
So what? No. But you gotta have proof around, because T.O. can be, people have counted out T.O. how many times now, and T.O.'s come back stronger. So you can't be standing there and be like, yo, he's a scrub. No, you can't be like he's a scrub when
I can give you evidence, man.
Listen, man. You can't be like he's a scrub when he's fucking come back and fought everybody and beat certain dudes that he wasn't supposed to beat. Y'all don't want to sit here and throw him away. There's no reason why y'all thought he just lost to a greater fighter. That's all that happened. People lose. It's boxing. It's not
Keyshawn Davis will stop Teofimo Lopez.
I got you, Coach. We not throwing T.O. away. They just saying he can't beat Devin Haney. They just saying he can't beat Devin. Nobody want to pay for that fight right now. That's all we saying.
He's throwing Devin away. He's been doing that since the fight happened. Mind you, this is the guy that said this is a 50-50 fight. This is the guy that said that. This is the man that said that. Because I can go back to those live and say, oh, T.O. more athletic, T.O. got more power, T.O. got it all. That's it.
What that got to do with anything? We don't have to. What that got to do with anything? Everybody get it wrong. Everybody gets it wrong sometimes. That don't mean nothing. Everybody get it wrong.
When he went and got rushed, right? He went and got rushed. He immediately threw him away. There's no need to throw him away. He lost. That's all.
So what's the fight for him next then, Juan? Tell us that.
He can go back and have a step-up fight with anybody. He can have a step-up fight because he's earned that. At least earned that. He's one of the only fighters to defend the belt, the Ring Magazine belt, multiple times. The only fighter to do that is him. There's nobody else.
Pack him up. He got cooked.
See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying?
So, Coach, do you feel the same for Brian Norman?
Because he got backed up, and I called that.
He is having to work his way back up. You hadn't seen?
He got packed.
He's not. He's not
He
getting
got
lined up
packed.
for. He's not getting
And I
lined up
called
for a
that.
title. Okay, we can't talk at the same time, brother. Go ahead. I'll let you finish.
I called that. Come on, bro. Because like you guys, you get like you know what I hate about boxing fans, bro, is quick to throw away fighters, bro. Every great fighter has a loss, bro. The truly great ones don't
Hey,
have them.
that's
Hold on, hold
one.
on, hold on, hold on, hold on,
Is
Juan.
that
We're not
one?
gonna act like Tio didn't hasn't earned this treatment
No.
because he really been showing his ass, and now he's trying to humble himself because
Okay,
Shakur put belt to his ass.
okay,
You see what I'm saying?
and
Yeah, he's
okay.
sitting there defending this clown, man. Tio's a racist, man. Ain't got no time for this crap, man. He got packed
But
up.
see,
He got the
this is the
he got the brakes beat off for him. It is what it
this
is,
is the
dog.
guy. This is again. This is for
Hold on,
Bradford,
our
Kentucky.
brother Juan have a
All right.
he had no work break.
No, you
Listen,
didn't. I had
listen,
grabbed this man. That's the one that I was fighting with you about.
listen. What I say is,
Oh,
what's on the screen? I'm talking shit now. Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, I just ran down on one of my vatos. I said, "Don't get scared now, bitch." He started laughing. He said he gonna break his TV if Vergil lose. He might not pull up for a year.
He might well go on go to Best Buy then. They running the sale right now at Best Buy.
You hear me, coach? Oh, listen, I don't know. My blackness has kicked in on a whole nother level right about now. Yeah, and I ain't even the biggest Boots fan, but on
this
your
guy.
5 years in the waiting, 5 years in the making, 5 years before he got ready. Yeah, all the decade. I want to fight.
No, it wasn't a reprint.
Fight. Nah, don't get scared now. It's right in front of you. The money there. You know Oscar love you to death, but he gonna push you into it. He gonna push you into the war zone. He gonna push you into the ring for the dog fight, and you better be a pit bull, a tiger stripe at that. You better a red nose at that. And those boys down south,
Virgil ready for the challenge?
he
He
Who a
getting
pit
definitely.
stopped.
bull? Who a
He
pit
getting
bull?
stopped, bro.
Yeah,
He getting stopped.
it ain't Virgil that is his fans ready for it. Yeah, that's where I'm at with it. All the money stopped talk when I said bet it. I said bet it. When I say bet it like Kevin Hart, bet it,
They
bitch.
not gonna bet that fight. They seen
But
Boychuk
Yeah,
give
I
Virgil
think
all types of hell.
BVO. What that? I told him I bet him a hundo on the fight.
Yeah, you
but
Hey,
told
oh,
this an easy bet.
why
that was me,
why
coach.
bet for ego when you could bet the bookies and make
No,
more
no,
I,
money?
no, 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 no. That was me, coach. Tell him because you know how BVO be doing. You even see if you go check his show right now, it's King Virgil something versus Puss in Boots. Yeah, bet it
Just
though.
all he got to do, BVO, if you listening, whenever the fight gets signed and sealed and delivered, I
Hey,
got you a hundo. I'm gonna send
me
it to
too.
Hey,
B3.
Me
All the
too.
money go to B3. He gonna keep a percentage, and he gonna pay out the winner.
hey, big bro, we need to do
I'll take
a
that.
film study because I know you're gonna make some bets on this one. I need a nice parlay set up.
Nah, listen. You know what it was, bro? It was all cool and fun and games. While that
Facts. I
while
got
that
you.
5 year the gateway was there. But now it's up. And Oscar saying, listen, I'm trying to get you an extra 1 or 2 million, but you're gonna have to fight Boots and prove that you is that, bro. You
I
gonna
ain't
have to
gonna
do
lie.
it.
I ain't gonna lie, OG Smoke. These two fighters, I feel some type of way because both of these young men duck Crawford. So I really do feel some type of way.
But listen to who you say they duck. It ain't saying like that you duck some old regular dude. You duck the fighter of the generation.
Nah,
You know what I'm saying?
but we got fans that saying Crawford ducked him.
Okay, hold on, wait. Now let me say this, right? This is why I give Boots a what's it called? Boots was a and coach, you I know you saw this and was like, this ain't even cool. Boots was used as a pawn between Bud and Earl. The Earl Spence, let me make sure. The Spence mics, and you know what they was calling them dudes, Earl sexuals, they just kept throwing Boots in front of Bud, right? And instead of Bud fans being like, hey, he could be, it was a straight what you call. So now that Earl ain't fought in 3 years or 2.5, 3 years, Bud retired, Boots still catching flack for some shit he got thrown into. When at first he was trying to get Vergil to prove himself, and they said they needed 5 years. So after that, he couldn't get nobody. So yeah, he kept fighting fluff. Everybody's old fighters, he kept fighting fluff. But right now, 2026, like he said, time is now.
Yeah, hey, I want to add something to that too, just to piggyback off that. Boots couldn't get. People kept saying you need to fight somebody. Like I said before, the generation before him did not pass the torch. Canelo had the luxury of those guys doing what they were supposed to do for the sport of boxing and pass the torch. Canelo Cotto passed the torch. Shane Mosley passed the torch. Carlos Baldomir passed the torch. Mayweather passed the torch. Sean Porter said, I refuse to fight the man. I'm not going on his resume. Thurman said, I don't know who the man is. Danny Garcia said, no, he's not beating the crap out of me. I'm not fighting him either. Nobody wanted to fight this man. Even Terence Crawford offered him something, but then backtracked and said, I'm not going to fight him because I have everything to lose and nothing to gain, in quotation marks. So if these guys don't want to get in the ring with you, whose fault is that? High risk, low reward. He's talking about, if I beat Boots, I ain't gonna get no credit for it. That's like that same stuff Canelo was saying when he didn't want to fight certain people. I don't care what the man is a threat. I ain't saying he would have beat Crawford, but it would have been very, very interesting.
The man is a threat, and just because of his resume, like cool, he went to 54 and got rid of a 54-pounder very easily. Everybody want to call, oh man, he a limo job, blah blah blah. He lasted longer than Lubin. Now, resumes, when you want to throw all them out the window, put Vergil and Boots in front of each other, give them 8-ounce gloves, trunks, and boxing shoes. Just scoot. And I know we got the FCC rules, but shut the fuck up and watch the fight.
B3 ESPN.
You know what I'm saying? Sorry, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes, shut the F up and watch. Fight. Why don't you want it? Oh, he need to go do this. Oh, they need to go do that. No, they've done what they've done, and now it's time to put them to there. Because before Boots got there and won his fight, Vergil, with no real belt ever, somehow on BoxRec was the number 154-pounder. Now Boots there, and now he number one. So unless they put Xander there since he won 2 belts, you dudes need to fight. And I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want no backtracking. Because I know Vergil will fight. I don't think Vergil no coward. But his fans. Back to what I just started it. Yeah. I want to hear it now. I want to hear it now. All the trolling, when them dudes jump in your chat saying all that crazy stuff. Where that now that contract's so close to being signed? Say it with your chest.
I wonder why Vergil's never fought for a championship. Never. Even this dude fought. This dude fought Frederick Lawson. This dude was coming off a brain aneurysm, and Coach, they put him in the ring with Vergil.
Hey, Coach, why you think Oscar moving him like that? Like why? I think your question is very valid. Like, why hasn't he fought for a title? Like, why Oscar moving him like that?
That's what I'm saying. Because even
resume.
Go ahead.
Get a resume of who Oscar had for a minute. You gotta go back, and now they all gone. Yeah, he had Canelo. He had Victor. I think, if I'm not mistaken, he had Guerrero. He had Ryan. Ryan was his new protege. He had Jaime. Zerto. Vergil. Vergil is the last one that he can literally like Jaime gone. Everybody I said either retired or like they about to sell that belt the day of Benavidez for $10 million. That's what they're doing. They're selling both of them belts. They $5 million a piece. And yeah. So Vergil is the last one. Unless you're gonna talk about Schofield, but as Mexican, that's the last one. And
you gotta include Kid Austin.
So, but everyone that he tried to like make a mold out of himself, they all gone. Canelo was gone. You know what I'm saying? Ryan basically gone. Jaime left. And you know, you about to sell Zerto's belt. You selling both of them for $5 million apiece. And then you got Vergil. That's it. Vergil is the last of his Mohicans. My fault. Go ahead, coach.
No, you're right, man. Because like I say, if you know anything about Golden Boy and Eric Gomez, they steer clear of certain type of fighters. They did the same thing with Canelo Alvarez's career. Once they seen how he fared against Southpaws, they said, "Nah, stay away from him."
Yeah, Carrier. Ryan is basically gone. He basically, I mean, it's gonna take a lot for him to stay after he with his contract is up, but he trying to get over there with being one of them ambassadors with the Turk. Like, it's a lot, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
Y'all can hear me?
yeah, we can hear you. At a certain point, Oscar wants you to fight.
Yeah, but you gotta remember too. You gotta remember too, though. Oscar got a track record of handling fighters bad, bro. Like a super bad track record.
You know, he got
Like
a
Rashidi, he got. Listen, he did.
Black.
Yeah, but you gotta remember too. He did Danny kind of wrong because Danny started off with him. You gotta remember, Danny started off with him, and then moved over to PBC and all that because he wasn't trying to get him in fights. They didn't think that Danny was gonna beat Amir. They didn't think that fucking like that's why you gotta really look at it. Like look at it like the way that they match him up. Like especially Verge. Like look at the way they match him up. They match him up against dudes that they know, okay, gives them a little bit of a challenge and then loses. Like look at the way that, they matched him up. Yeah, they've matched him up the last couple times pretty rough. Like you know what I'm saying? They gave him the Madrimov, but wasn't the really same Madrimov that fought Crawford. Then you fought fucking Baranchik, then you got a gift. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Borchak.
Yeah, Bochuk. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta really kind of like you gotta look at it like the way they match him up. They matching him up just to get him wins because it's like at this point, like you could have been gotten the title fight at 47.
They're not gonna put him in raw with anybody that they feel like can beat him. That's just what it is. Or it got to be a stupid payday. Hey, listen, everybody in here, tap the like button, follow the
Yeah,
channel.
basically,
Bless
Hey,
the Zelle, bless the
but why
PayPal,
does
bless the Cash App. All these things is open. The Cash App is open.
Who was just
Listen, we
talking
got
before
Hot
you?
Rod, Smoke, Juan, Coach Eddie. We had Mr. Shell Moore here. Come on, man. Ain't
Hey,
nobody doing it like us.
B3, who was just talking before you?
me,
Who was that?
me.
Juan
Juan.
Cardio.
Okay, Juan. Now I'm gonna tell you this. I spoke to Blair my first time speaking to him years ago,
Mm.
and he said while Vergil was at 47, he was trying to get that fight back. Like after he beat he lost to Rocha, and then he beat who was the guy that he
Both
beat?
from Texas.
He beat the guy, and that guy was over there with B&B. Who did he beat? Anyway, after that, he was promised the Vergil fight, and he was like, no.
Vergil fought Brad Solomon. Brad Solomon fought all of them guys. Brad Solomon is my homeboy that I grew up with.
Yeah.
He fought Blair Cobbs and he fought Vergil Ortiz.
And from the paperwork that they seen, Blair had to end up. His next fight was Adrian Broner after beating
Now you talking about Maurice Hooker, the former champion.
Now
but Brad Solomon was the fight before the Rocha, and then he beat Hooker after he lost to Rocha.
Yeah, but he was promised the Vergil fight,
right?
Because he beat Hooker, and his next fight ended up being Adrian Broner. That's how long they shelved. You mean to tell me you couldn't find a fight for Blair nowhere? Like, I'm not saying Blair this mega guy, but you couldn't find a fight where you couldn't find nobody for him to fight, but you could throw him in there and have him sell the hell out of the Rocha fight. And basically, Rocha's career was based on beating Blair because he ain't done shit since.
Matter of fact, my homeboy Brad, a lot of people thought he lost. He beat Rocha. That was a good fight, man. I feel like Brad got robbed in that fight.
So then he comes back and actually, because he only had like a week to fight Rocha, he come back, get a whole camp for Hooker, does Hooker dirty, and you shelf him. And his next fight is Adrian Broner. Think about that.
Yeah. And
How
that was
long
the
he had to
Don
fight
King.
to get off that damn? He had to fight to get off the damn.
Now he had to pull out of the Elliott Will fight. Is he come? Is he okay to come back? What's going on? Have you heard anything from Bliss?
I talked to him. I don't think he. I don't think he like. I'm gonna leave that alone.
He might not even box. I understand. We'll
Nah,
move
I
on.
mean he might. I mean he might, but like it's. I don't think he wanted to pull out of that fight just for nothing. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah,
think
Elliott Will not
it's more
playing
bullshit.
around. He can fight.
It's way more bullshit behind the.
That was gonna be a tough fight.
Now I can tell you right now, it wasn't he wasn't didn't want to fight him because I talked to him all the time, and he was dying to fight, bro. That's
Yeah,
all he wants to do. And if he didn't take that fight,
but it's
it's
not looking good. Is it? Did it have something to do with the Don King situation?
could have been because
Yeah, because that was
he's with
weird.
a whole nother he's with a whole nother promotional company. And I don't and if bro, dudes start throwing in like I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But like I talked
Because
to him all
AB
the
ain't fought yet. AB hasn't
time.
fought
I left
again
it
either.
alone. But he's not with Don King anymore.
So he did get out of that. Okay.
He got out of that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, but like I'll be truthfully honest with you. Blair got like I give him 3-4 years left at tops. He may need to try to get over there with Zuffa and just so
Yeah,
you can.
that's where he should go. Is get the Zuffa. Yup. Get on one of these cars. They got cars. They done had 3 cars in like 4 weeks. They got another car coming up this Sunday. FA at Jog, but Charles Martin. So, but
But
let me do this. Rod, you still in here? I gotta ask you this.
I'm here.
Uh, right now, when you view the boxing landscape, who is your top 5 pound for pound? And the reason I ask this is because the ring came out with their pound for pound. Shakur is number 3 on their pound for pound. They do include the heavyweight Usyk, Inoue, and then they have Shakur. I didn't see the rest of the list. I'm sure it's probably Bam and Bivol or whatever. But who's in your top 5 pound for pound?
Anue,
I'm hoping.
Usyk, Shakur, Devin, and Bam.
Yeah, that's a good list. Now,
Yo,
I
Aircraft
think
Hold on,
stay
I
hold
think.
running.
on. I
Hey,
missed the list. I
hey, I got
missed
a
the list.
question
Run
for
it back
Coach.
one time for me. Run it back one time for me.
Okay, no order, but my top 5 fighters in the sport are Haney, Shakur, Inoue, Usyk, and Bam Rodriguez. And my question to Coach, because I heard you earlier say it's more eye test for you. You think Abdullah Mason has more skill than Bam Rodriguez?
I like it's based off my personal preference, man. I like hitters, man. You know what I'm saying? I like guys that get in there and I like guys that throw hands. I ain't saying you gotta be like Arturo Gatti, Mickey Ward. But I'm more of an offensive minded type of fighter, and I always like guys who really, mind their offense a little bit more than the defense. Like it's a balance that you got to have. I mean, you don't want to be no punching bag. And Abdullah Mason, he did get hit a little bit too much in that fight, but he can hopefully go back to the drawing board and shore that thing up. But I got like 2 different pound for pound lists. Like you can have a pound for pound list based on skill, and then you can have a pound for pound list based on like people getting active. I just like fighters that get active, man. So, and I'm not saying that Abdullah Mason has more skills than Bam. I just like the way the dude fight, man. If that makes sense.
I
I
understand.
yeah, I think he's entertaining, man. I really enjoy watching this kid get at it. And that last performance when he won that belt, like I like Abdullah Mason, I like Boots, I like Keyshawn. You know what I'm saying? I like guys that throw hands. You know what I mean? I mean, it's cool to be tactical. It's cool to be a defensive wizard, and it's a place for that in boxing. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's a place for that other stuff too, man. I like guys who got that killer instinct Terrence Crawford, those type of guys, man, because they looking to get you out there at some point in time, man. They gonna get you out of there. I like guys that's able to finish their guys. Like you get a guy hurt and you finish him. So that's an art form to finishing somebody. Like if Devin Haney would have had just a little bit more
Yeah, man. Listen, we
finishing move,
definitely. This is another great day.
yeah.
I tell y'all what, right? It's been some months, man, since we didn't have Rod grace the panel, right? And a lot's done happened. Terrence Bud Crawford, Rod's favorite boxer, retired from the sport. Canelo, he was calling him out for that rematch. He wanted that fight. Um, Crawford said it would pretty much be like selling his soul to come back for 100 million, any amount of money. So the way it looks like Crawford is actually really going to step away from the sport of boxing and call it. Rod,
I
what's your thoughts
I
on
have a
Bud
I have a
Crawford
problem with what he
retiring? Do you
said.
feel like that's the right move?
I have a problem with what he said to my like you feel like selling your soul. You've been selling your soul since you were 8 years old. So don't get a bank full of money and then all of a sudden now you're selling your soul. You know what I'm saying? So nah, I hate when people say that. Now all of a sudden, yeah, it's easy to say that when you got a bank account full of money. Now you can say that. But what about a couple years ago? Were you selling your soul then? So I don't know. Like I say, 100, and that could be a ploy. If somebody called Bud, they look at, man, I got you $120 million for the rematch. I don't think he's gonna turn it down. I really don't. I could be, that's just me. Now,
I
if he
wouldn't
did
turn
turn
it
it down,
down.
kudos to him. But I don't believe if somebody seriously sent him an offer across the table, say for the Canelo rematch. Canelo has conceded. He's willing to take less of the lion's share. He's willing to give you 120. He'll take 80 or whatever the number may be. I think we see Bud Crawford in the ring again for $120 million, man. That's just me.
But is he gonna get? But he has to get everything on the even playing field. I can't hear if Hot Rod saying anything. Bro, I can hear you.
I
But
don't, I don't think we get the fight. I think Crawford
okay,
is a man of his word. Everything he said that he's going to do, he's done.
yeah.
I don't think we get the fight. It has to, in my opinion, it really has to be not even 120, coach. You're probably going to be 200 million, and I don't think Turkey's going to pay that or even offer that. So I don't think we get the fight. I think we saw the last of him, to be honest.
Might be. He could do like Andre Ward, right off into the sunset. But how many times we don't seen fighters retire and then unretire? But Bud is at a age where he probably should retire because the only thing left for him to do now is to get beat. That's usually what happens when you hang around too long. You hang around way past your prime, you wind up, taking an L at some point in time. And he definitely don't need the money. I wouldn't imagine. I'm pretty sure he got paid a lot of bread, but it's just a selling your soul point. Like
Just
he
off
tried.
of just off of the last two fights, coach. I mean, well, my bad. Not that he got 10 million from Madrimal,
I'm gonna tell you what I didn't like
and
what
then
Bud
with the
said
Errol Spence fight, he got 25 million.
with that
So come on,
interview.
man.
But I'm talking with you heard the interview, right?
And then with the Canelo, another 50 million.
Hey, B3.
Talk to me, coach. I can hear you.
Did you hear the interview when the interview him asking that question? So he turns around and then, in my opinion, he kind of slighted the interviewer by basically putting his character in question, saying, "Well, now we know what your character is, and you're
Yeah.
willing to sell your soul." I would have checked Bud right then. But don't put my character in question, man, because you done a lot of questionable things. So don't sit up here talking about I'm willing to sell my soul and question my character. I didn't like how he formed that sentence or that statement right there. I would have checked it.
Yeah, I gotta
It's
read.
just
I gotta watch it exactly. I'm gonna try to find it right now.
yeah,
I'm gonna
it
find it
was
right now and watch
it
it
was a
real quick.
weird the way he worded it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, the man asked you a question and you turn around and tell him. I think the man said, "Well, I would take 120 or $100 million to come out of retirement." He
I
said,
thought he
"Wait,
said
that is."
somebody told me that Shannon said that he would sell his soul for 100 million. That's what
Yeah,
that's what I heard he said. But that's what
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying. We
So
can't.
I think he did say that. Yeah, you correct. But at the end of the day, if
So
you if you
we
if you
gotta stand
participate
against
in
that.
that sport, aren't you
So
selling your soul?
hold on, coach. And it's a little okay, yeah. So if you can't, we gotta stand against that on all fronts because I mean, at the end of the day, we gotta do things under God, and that's why Crawford has been successful, and he's pretty
Hold on.
much even through the Kinahan situation when Kinahan was walking through Top Rank and he was with Kinahan. You know, he's done a lot, and at the end
B
of the day,
B
he's trying to do everything on the up and up.
B3. Now let's don't invoke God in this. I'm gonna tell you why. Because Terrence Crawford didn't marry his baby's mother. He got 7 children out of wedlock. Now God ordained marriage. He also went out and had another baby outside of his relationship. So for him to sit up and stand on this moral ground talking about selling your soul, I don't agree with that. And that it is what it is. People may feel a certain way about what I said. I may not be and I'm not in any position to throw a stone or a rock. You know what I'm saying? I think nobody is in a position to throw a stone or a rock at anybody because we all sin and fall short to the glory of God. But at the end of the day, it was just weird how he said it. It went viral. It was a soundbite thing. You know what I'm saying? It is what it. People say they so all the time, whether they know it or not, man.
Now, this is what this is predicated upon, like real life, you know. Um, so I'm in full agreement with you. But just to pivot, like the youth had to understand these things. Like people will offer you money or prestige or whatever, and we got to tell the youth that you kind of got to make sure you living your life honorably, in a way that I mean, I believe in God.
Just
A
say
lot
it,
of
big
people
bro.
don't.
All money ain't good money. Just say it.
Right. Yeah, yeah, you gotta, well, because you kind of got to be politically correct, but we got to be able to walk around with our head high and our back straight. Like a lot of people living their life kind of funky. So that's what I'm saying. When somebody just offer you some bread, you got to make sure whatever strings attached to that you can kind of live with,
Right.
because it's like it's the youth is watching, and we got to lead by example.
Hey, yo, B3. Now I heard Terrence Crawford. He did an interview. And they asked him a question about his, pro debut and how he talked about how he put on the 8-ounce gloves. So this is the sport of boxing also, and we enjoy this sport. Like I said, I'm in no position to throw a rock. But my man said after he knocked the dude out, he felt bad, and that's something that boxers have to deal with: the emotion of going out there and injuring somebody for money. Because at the end of the day, it's a blood sport. It really is. It's blood money. It's barbaric, but we enjoy it because that's the savagery within us. It's no different than the people going to the Colosseums back in the day to see the gladiators fight. It's something in human beings that like to see violence. They like to fight. And if you in there beating somebody's brains out for money, in a sense, have you already sold your soul? And this is a sport that I participated in. I was an active participant in it. So I can speak to this. I can speak to a fight where I fought this guy by the name of Chris Jordan. And after the fight, he walked out of the locker room. And I looked at his face and I apologized to this man because his face was a mess. And I felt bad for what I did to him. But during the heat of the moment, I felt nothing. But that's another part that people don't talk about: the sympathy that you may feel for an opponent after you done destroyed him. But we seen Wilder break down on stage. He said when he knocked out the guy, it made him feel bad. You know what I'm saying? We heard Mike Tyson say, "I don't have the stomach for this anymore." He said, "Man, I don't have the stomach for this anymore. I can't do it's violence, but you're inflicting violence on a person." And at some point in time, you kind of lose your taste for it. because you have to be able to stomach violence in order to do this sport.
That's why I always said the sport is 90% mental, 10% physical. If if your mental ain't right, you're not gonna perform correctly, no matter how good you are.
Yeah, 1000%.
I mean, the great Ray Robinson said he didn't even like boxing. He just did it for the money. This shook Ray Robinson.
Hey, coach, that's some stuff. In my opinion, I'm 28, but I ain't no dummy. I know he's the best boxer to ever lace the gloves. And you just said he did this for fun, for the money. He ain't even like it. Oh man.
Yep, that's what he said in quotation marks. He said, "Man, I just did it for the money, man. I didn't like boxing. I just did it because I was good at it and I made a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? And even I think he had unalived a gentleman before the fight. He said he had a dream that he had took the life of this guy, and they said, "Oh, Ray, don't worry about it, man. This was just a dream." And lo and behold, the very next day, he wound up taking that dude's life in that ring. And we seen guys when they take a guy's life in the ring, it messes with them. They don't come back the same, man. It changes that fighter. They start holding back. They start, not trying to go all out, trying to hurt the guy. We seen it with George Foreman when he came back. He would pull off for guys. He said he didn't want to hurt him. He just wanted to do enough to win. So you see the guy was in trouble. He pulled off of it. But I seen Mike Perez. He fought Abdullah. I can't remember the guy's name, but he wound up putting this guy in a coma or whatever, and it messed him up. So sometimes you get there with a fighter and you have an injury or you injure another guy, that's something hard to get over, man. It can mess with the other fighter, man. And sometimes that fighter don't never they wear the shame and the guilt. I think we've seen it with Eubank with Dark Destroyer. I think when he fought Michael Thompson, you go back and look at that fight. He ended Michael Thompson with one punch. The dude was a vegetable. He was never the same, man. He finally kind of recovered. But this stuff happens in boxing, man. So many different times. That's the dark part of the sport that we don't like to talk about. But it's the elephant in the room, man. You know what I'm saying? Even you heard me. I said I like guys that throw hands. I like to see the violence. I'm an active participant in it. You know what I mean? But that don't make it right. You feel me?
I'm with you, coach.
All right, but like I say, back to the Boots fight though, man. Hey, I can't wait to see Boots put hands on hands on the dude. After saying all that, I said I can't wait to see Boots put hands on this guy. You see how hypocritical that is, man. But at least I'm admitting it, brother. I love boxing, man. Boxing is a beautiful sport that we love, man. But and Devin Haney, bro, Devin Haney and Keyshawn, man, that's a great fight, man. That's a beautiful fight, boy. And man, that is a really really good fight, man. And shout out to Devin for taking that fight too, man. Because Keyshawn he's no joke. I mean, he don't have a lot of fights, man. But that dude come to fight, man. He's no easy out for nobody, man. So I let you know, like my man said, Devin is willing to fight the best guys, and not only that, he's willing to give a guy a shot that maybe don't earn that maybe haven't earned it yet. You know what I'm saying? He said Devin fight all comers, but it seemed like he fights you if you on top or if you on the way up. He gonna fight you, he give you a shot. That's what real champions do. You fight guys that are on their way up. You know what I mean? So hey, shout out to Dev, man.
I'm very interested in both fights. I'm even more interested to hear Big Bro tale of the tape, unbiased opinions on the fights, because we're trying to make some money.
1000%.
I'm very interested to see who's on this. Is this going to be on? I hope there's not a PBC card. What is this going to be on?
It's gonna be the zone pay-per-view.
Okay, bet. Is Turkey involved?
Absolutely.
Okay, bet. We're gonna get a good undercard.
Yeah.
Yeah, they said that pay per view with Shakur and T.O. did good numbers, man. That's what I heard in the report. They said like 1.2 million.
That's
Now
good.
that may have been people that already bought the the package where you get the pay per view for the whole year, and some people who bought the individual fight. But either way, that's a good number, man. 1.2 mil.
Great. Shoot, that's a great number. Either way you slice it.
When you get fights that the public wants to see, that's what happens.
Let's just because you gotta look at it. They locked everybody in for a monthly subscription. So that's what I'm telling you. Well, it's monthly, but it's for a year. You can't even get out of it. So they sold 1.2. They were selling the pay-per-view at $70. But if you came in, if you bought it at 1.2 at the 45, that's 54 million.
Plus the
Just
gate.
off the rip. Now I'm just saying for the zone purposes. And we gotta multiply that by 12. That's 648 million over 12 months.
Mm. I
But
wonder.
because more people gonna take the $45 option, right?
Yeah,
Like outside of paying 70.
I would think so. The common folk, they see the cheaper price, and
Yeah.
and they see you're going to get it for a year.
And then you get the Ryan Barrios. Um and coming up in a couple weeks.
I think you get Wilder too. The Wilder fight.
Yup, Wilder Chisora, April 4th,
Yeah, that's the zone. That's the zone ring card, right?
1000%.
Yeah, man, it's worth it, man. $45 for the
With
month.
Queensberry.
That,
Queensberry's
that
gonna head that card.
yeah, that's a good price point, man. Because you go eat fast food, 2 or 3 times, man, you're gonna be at like $30, $40 right there off the rip. So all you do just skip a couple, trips to McDonald's or Burger King, and you good.
Yeah, I'm with you. It's about it's be in a good situation. Let me ask you about the Ryan Barrios real quick. All right, who you got in that fight?
Sorry to say it, I got Ryan.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't. Barrios. He gonna come to fight, but I think Ryan gonna catch him.
Yeah, hopefully Ryan catch him with something hot and put him down once or twice and get a win. Probably like maybe a decision, maybe late stoppage.
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I think that fight, like you said, I think it just depends on Ryan if Ryan can catch him. If Ryan don't catch him, I got Barrios winning the fight. I think Barrios is a better overall, all around fighter. Like he doesn't do anything great, but he does everything pretty decent. You know what I mean? Like on the scale from 1 to 10, he may be like a 7 or 6 or 6.8 or a 7. Just a little bit above average fighter. May not be a great fighter, but he's a pretty solid guy. I think, like I say, like my man said, I think the only way Ryan's gonna win, he's gonna have to catch Mario. If he don't catch him, I think he's gonna lose, man. I think he's gonna get out boxed.
And I just don't think. I think you hit it right on the head, Coach, with your explanation of describing Barrios, and that's why I said I got Ryan because I think we all agree Devin Haney's a way better fighter than Barrios, and Ryan was able to still do some things, even if you don't even consider that fight. You can go to other fights where Ryan has faced a boxer and he's giving them problems. What Ryan has to do, he has to learn from his mistakes from when he fought another fighter that was his height. And the last time he did that, that was against Luke Campbell. That was a long time ago, but he has to go back and watch the tape and learn. That was the last time he fought someone that's his height. I'm quite sure people know, but some people probably forget. Ryan's a big kid. He's like 5'10", 5'11", 6 feet.
And Barrios is bigger.
Barrios the same height. The
Nah, he
last
was
time
bigger than Ryan. when they were looking at each other, he was looking down on Ryan, man.
Hey, that's even worse, Coach. Last time Ryan ever fought someone that big was Luke Campbell.
Yeah, and unless Barrios had on some platform shoes or something, that's the first thing I noticed that day. I said, "Dang, Barrios is bigger. He's a bigger guy than Ryan Garcia." Cause he had been fighting 47, for a long time. So shoot, he done filled out. You know what I mean?
This fight at 47?
Yes, it's at 147.
This for the belt, right?
Yep, for the belt. WBC.
Hey, so this is how Ryan Garcia gets his finesse to a championship?
Man,
Yeah,
because with all due respect, Abel Ramos was putting a lot of hands on Barrios. We gotta just see, man. Barrios, he sits there and be there to be hit a lot. Dub right side in the building. Dub, talk to me, man.
Me.
Yeah, I can hear you coming through clear.
Salute, family. How y'all feeling, man? Shout out to Coach in the building. Shout out to Hot Rod in the building,
salute,
man.
brother.
I'm rooting for Barrios in this fight just because I don't like Ryan. But I started, man. It is what it is. It's a heavyweight championship, in my personal opinion. If Abel Ramos can do to Barrios what he did and get that split decision, I thought Barrios pulled punches in the Manny Pacquiao fight. Whatever. But if you get knocked down by Abel Ramos, I'm just telling you, you're probably going to get knocked down by Ryan Garcia, bro. You're probably going down. And I think Barrios, I agree with what Coach said earlier. I think he does everything decently, but he doesn't do anything great. You know what I'm saying? He ain't just great at anything. And the man defense is subpar. Unfortunately, the man block punches with his face sometimes in fights. You know what I'm saying? So I think he got a lot of heart. And I do think that the whole I don't know exactly how this plays into it, but the whole Joe Guzman Ryan situation, whatever that ended up being, and now what's his name back in the Ryan Garcia dad back in there. I don't even know how that dynamic plays out, but I think if Ryan is focused, then I think he probably stopped Barrios probably late in the fight. You know what I'm saying? Left hook to the body, left hook up top, one or the other. I think he ends up getting the victory. But man, I ain't gonna lie, I'm rooting for Barrios.
But yeah, I think if Barrios can make him quit, if he can remind him, because one thing that Ryan has shown, yes, he does have a lot of talent, a lot of speed, a lot of power, but he has shown, in my opinion, that he had the ability to quit. And we all know he quit in that Tank fight. He made a conscious decision not to get back up. You know what I mean? Regardless of what he said, he quit. You know what I'm saying? And then when he fought Rolly, he resigned in that fight. He didn't physically quit per se, but he wasn't trying to win. He basically just trying to not get knocked out and throw a hard punch every now and then and hope he got lucky. That's kind of like he resigned.
After he got knocked down in the second round, he just was he was lethargic throughout the rest of the fight. Normally when a fighter get knocked down, then you gotta, you know what I'm saying, you kind of pick up and you have a tad bit more
sense of urgency.
A sense of urgency behind yourself.
He ain't got no heart, man.
He was just coasting out there. I'm like, I don't know what's going on.
With Dub, he don't have that heart. Remember what Devin Haney, when Devin Haney got dropped, Devin Haney like, oh, wait a minute, I'm down. I got to get that back. Devin Haney always kept trying to win the fight, man. Yeah. Ryan Garcia was just trying not to get knocked out. That's all he was trying to do, man. You know, like you said, wasn't no sense of urgency, didn't have no heart, didn't show the heart of a champion to get up off their canvas and go back and win, man. He didn't have it.
And even the way when Devin was I thought Devin, he got knocked down sometimes in that fight. I was like, my goodness. But every time, what he do? He got back up and he kept fighting. And anybody who can, you get credit in my mind. If you keep fighting, regardless of what's going on in the ring, man, you got heart. But like you said, we done seen Ryan pack it up against Tank. We seen him against Rolly pack it up again, and it just seemed like, I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is.
I agree with both of y'all with Ryan's heart. I think it's more just of a style, the style, you know. I think what Big Bro B3 was saying was right on the head of Barrio stands there.
Yeah.
And if you gonna stand there in front of Ryan, who's got the one of the fastest hands in the sport, you going night night. Especially if he catch you with the fastest left hook in the sport, you going night night. So I think it's more to deal with the style than more of questioning can Barrios take his heart from him.
Okay, but what about the coaching corner? We mentioned that Ryan Garcia is, going through trainers like he going through underwear. Every time you turn around, he with a different guy.
Yeah.
So now he back with his dad, which that's a familiar voice. But is Henry Garcia going to be able to match wits with Joe Goosen? Are they going to be able to come up with a game plan other than just landing that lightning left hook? Because everybody know, just like Wilder, everybody know Wilder got that dynamite right hand. Once guys figured out how to navigate that and not get hit with it, Wilder was through. And that could be the same thing with Rolly. Rolly was able to take away Ryan Garcia's left hook. That's one thing I gotta give Rolly credit for. He took it away from him.
Hey man, and that goes directly to Ishmael Salas. You know what I'm saying? We all know he's a hell of a trainer as well. So what can Henry do to kind of understand how to break down Barrios? But on the opposite side, when Joe Guzman done already worked with Ryan Garcia, he know all Ryan Garcia weaknesses. He know he struggled to do well. You know what I'm saying? And so I think Barrios will be ready, but I do think that there's a skill gap there. I think there's a talent level difference. And if Ryan was as dedicated to the sport as Mario Barrios is, then I think he'd be in a much better position. He would already been champion right now. Probably wouldn't have 2 losses on his record.
Mario Barr, he's an overachiever. Mario Barr is an overachiever.
Agreed.
OG, you hit it on the head, because if he did, we would be saying this would be a tune-up for Ryan.
Yeah, I agree. But because we don't know what you literally have no clue what Ryan you're gonna get in there. You have no clue. So hey, he might come in, he might have opportunity if he come in laser focused, you know what I'm saying, sharp, accurate, he may be able to get an early stoppage. But I don't expect that, just because that ain't what we've seen from him in recent history. And hell, I can only go off of your past and how you done showed up in the ring.
I'm with you on that, Dub. You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah,
Now let me ask you this, Dub. They locking it in. Vergil versus Boots, April 2026. Talk to me about that matchup. What's your thoughts on that fight, man? Are you surprised that they lined it up?
I'm very surprised that it's lined. So it's locked in, guaranteed now.
Yeah, guaranteed. It's gonna be on the zone pay-per-view.
I love that fight. I'm glad. First off, I'm glad that they getting it out. I ain't gonna say getting it out the way, that they're doing it now. Especially, I believe this could be a fight, depending on how Boots and Vergil look in this fight. This could be a fight that we get a rematch with, you know what I'm saying, if it's a close one. But, man, just being honest, Vergil's style is tailor-made for Boots. It's tailor-made. And so, because it's tailor-made for Boots, I think that when you just a come forward, straight up and down guy like Vergil is, he got good power, you know what I'm saying, a tough, rugged guy. But is he going to cut the ring off effectively? I thought he did a good job against Madrimov. Is he going to, outside of just cutting the ring off, though, is he going to be able to sit there and land those body shots that he used to landing and not get clipped with anything heavy? Because we know Boots, the man, we've seen him be able to fight coming forward, going backwards. He's a hell of a counterpuncher, a very slick defensive fighter. Man, I think it presents so many different problems for Vergil that, hell, that's why they told you a long time ago they needed 48 months. That's why they said it back then, because it's a very tough style matchup. So I think Boots win the fight, but I'm happy that they making it, because we need a fight like this. These are the type of fights that we need to keep the sport moving forward, especially in America. You know what I'm saying? They say what a fight's going to be. Oh, it's in Vegas. Okay, cool. And so, yeah, absolutely, man. I'm excited for that fight. Wish we would have got it a little sooner, but hell, better late than never. And both of them are still in their prime. Neither one is I think both of them like 27, 28 right now. So Hey, I love this.
I'm right there with you on that.
What'd you say? Dub don't watch nothing over 147. Man, aircraft carrier, you out of order, man. You out of order.
Now, another thing I gotta ask you about. They just put Shakur Stevenson number 3 pound for pound right behind Usyk and Inoue. Do you like that? And who, if you look at the landscape, who's your top 5 pound for pound?
Uh, the win over, I think the way he beat TL, I think he deserved to be up there. Definitely top 5 pound for pound. Number 3, I don't think TL won number 3. So I mean, okay, I don't know if he deserves to be that high, but I definitely would say if I had to name it right now, just off the top of the head, is this including or not including Bud? Is Bud still an
Well,
active fighter
Bud
or
is
retired
retired.
fighter?
Bud is a retired fighter, so no, we're not
Oh,
including Bud.
okay, so I would say Usyk. After Usyk, I would go probably Inoue. Then I would probably say Devin, Shakur, Bam. Benavidez coming in at a close number, at a close 6. Then Bivol, but I wouldn't even put Beterbiev in there anymore. I'll put Bivol there, and then I have to go back and kind of look through and choose accordingly.
Right, like Jao Pataya, Boots, Ennis, or
Right.
everybody else. I got you. Good list, good list. Now, I think Smoke, he's the one. He had Devin the highest. He had Devin 2 over in a way. You have Devin 3 over Bam and Shakur. Talk about that Devin Haney being number 3 on your list.
I think Devin. So the one thing Shakur has over Devin, I think he's a 4 division champion. But Devin being an undisputed champion as well as a 3 division champion, moving up, facing Junior in his last fight, going and each time he's moved up, going directly after the champions. Shakur, and then having a stronger resume as far as names on there, in my opinion. I think those are the 2 things that would put me would tell me to put Devin over over Shakur. But at the same time, if anybody's seen it the opposite way, I could understand it. If those guys fought today, I would favor Devin at 147. I'm saying if they fought at 147, I would favor Devin. And I think Shakur, that's why he talk about the rehydration clause and all that other kind of nonsense, is because he know, hey, it's gonna be a little different there. I'm gonna have to try to keep this guy down, so I can have a good chance to win their fight. I need a slight advantage in this situation. And if you didn't need an advantage, you wouldn't ask for a rehydration clause. So that's why I kind of look at it in how I look at it. But truly, I mean, I think both of them are special guys. So I look at that as a 50-50 fight. I lean Devin, but wouldn't be mad either way how you had those 2. I think they're kind of interchangeable, especially with what they've done. I wish Shakur, with him not just getting the T on there, he got the Oscar Valdez's of the world. Outside of those 2 names, you know what I'm saying? His resume really ain't got. I mean, if you want to say De Los Santos, people criticize that win anyways. You can't. It's hard to compare that to the Lomas of the world, to the Brian Normans of the world, the Regis. I mean, it's tomato, I guess so. But yeah, I would lean. I think the undisputed situation with Devin, and then also you being offered the opportunity to fight that man for undisputed, and you turn it down. You know what I'm saying? I don't. All that kind of plays in my mind as far as how good you think you are, and if I at that current moment in time, if I was Shakur, I'm taking. Man, you could have offered me 15%. I'm taking it. So because I'm gonna show y'all who really is the best. And after I beat you, I'm calling all the shots in the division now. I'm calling all the shots. So I wish you would have did that, and I guess that kind of play in my mind some. But in the ring, I believe both of them great fighters. That's the fight I would love to see. Glad that we're gonna get the Keyshawn fight, and that's the other thing. I love the way that Devin That man, he ain't ducking no wreck, bro. Hey, if you want the smoke,
T-Mac, what's going on?
he gonna give you the smoke. So that also goes and kind of plays into how I'm ranking him right now. So yeah, kind of why I would put Devin over Shakur. But anybody who got Shakur over Devin, I ain't got no problem with it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think Dev, he'll beat Shakur in my opinion, man. I think Devin's footwork and that jab is gonna be the deciding factor in that fight, man. It seems like Shakur, he's better on the back foot, and he's a great counterpuncher, and he fights well in the pocket. When he has to go get somebody, I seen him go get smaller guys. You know what I'm saying? I go get smaller guys. I seen him go get guys who didn't have the attributes that Devin Haney has: the footwork, the jab, the ring IQ, the slickness, the side to side. Because if you really want to be honest, Dev has the ability to go old school on you. Sugar Ray Leonard, Floyd Mayweather Sr. with the guys who can get up on them toes and fire that jab off. I ain't seen Shakur ever do that. I ain't saying he can't do it, but he's more of a pocket fighter.
Hey, Coach.
Standing in the Philly shell. Yes, sir.
So who you think have, because this fight, the Southpaw Orthodox fight always going to come down to that lead hand. And in your opinion, who has the better lead hand, Shakur or Devin?
Man, both of them's great, man. Shakur has excellent timing with his lead hand. Devin is able to control range and shoot that lightning fast jab out there, and it's a excellent jab, and he can shoot it from the hip. He can shoot it from up top. He can throw that jab from all over the place, man. And he got that from Floyd Sr., man. You go back and watch, you watched Floyd Sr. back in the day. Floyd Sr. was known for having a great front hand, man. Jab, and good footwork. He just came along in an era where he was surrounded by a bunch of killers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? that's all it was, man.
We got Ray Leonard out there. What you gonna do?
Yeah, exactly, man. So if it wouldn't have been for Ray, he probably would have won the belt. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because he could fight, and that's what it is. Sometimes you just come up in an era where you just surrounded by a lot of talent, man, and you just can't get past these guys. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is.
And when you speak on Senior, it's interesting if you ever watch how when Devin came up training under Senior, any combination Devin ended up finishing up with is jab, 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 jab. You know what I'm saying? You throwing 5 of them things ended up, but that's how Devin jab got to be where it's at. So
Let me
go ahead.
Let me get this in order. Dub right side. The fight that's proposed and really locked in, to be honest with you. Next for Devin Haney is going to be Keyshawn Davis. Talk about that matchup. Keyshawn versus Devin Haney at 147. Break that down, Dub.
Man, that's a hard fight to break down. That's a great fight, though. That's a great fight. Man, first off, shout out to the businessman. He got it done against Jermaine Ortiz. Really made it look easy. Just to be honest, made it look pretty easy on him. So at the same time, Jermaine Ortiz isn't nearly the boxer that Devin is, and so I don't think that it's gonna look like that. I think that the footwork of Devin is gonna kind of. And I think at some point in time, Keyshawn he's gonna try to walk him down, kind of get into a high guard. You know what I'm saying? Press the action. The thing is he gonna be able to cut the ring off effectively? And even when he's doing that, and he's getting hit with them shots, it's different when you're getting hit with something and trying to cut the ring off, and you having to reset yourself. I lean toward Devin in that fight. From the experience standpoint, also that Keyshawn hasn't fought at 47. At the same time, Keyshawn, he's a hell of a counterpuncher, bro. Hell of a counterpuncher. And man, hey, that's why I think you're gonna have to. It's gonna be a pop shot match early in that fight. If Keyshawn get that opportunity to really let his hands go, because I think he'll probably be the stronger guy in the ring. I think that could be trouble for Devin. The thing is, I think that, man, it's going to be a way, or the game plan for Devin is going to be to frustrate that man. And the problem is what happens when Keyshawn gets frustrated in the ring? We've seen a lot of guys, they go in there and they used to having their way, not really used to being tied up, fighting out the clinch. having to refuse to clinch and keep going. Every time the ref, you get tied up and the ref step in and break you up, then, at what point do you start to get mentally frustrated? And that's what I kind of wonder about is Keyshawn's mental discipline. Because I think he's had it a tad bit easier. Haven't really fought a guy as skillful as Devin. So, I ain't gonna say he hasn't fought a guy as skillful as Devin. And so, there's levels to it. And when you used to knocking people out and hurting stuff like that, and then you start getting to those upper echelons of talent, and the knockout stop coming, and that frustration starts to hit in the middle of the round. You know what I'm saying? Do you have the composure to stick to your game plan and continue to win rounds? Because if you can't you got to win rounds first before you get a knockout. So you got to be able to bank those rounds, and it's really hard to bank rounds against guys like Devin and Shakur. Can T.O. do that? I don't know if he has that discipline to truly go in there and bank rounds instead of just looking to set up a knockout. So I think he'll go in looking to set up a stoppage, but my thing is, can he win those early rounds, those mid rounds? You know what I'm saying? Kind of break Devin down to get a stoppage. We saw him hit Jermaine Ortiz with some great body shots, right? At the same time, I thought he had Jermaine Ortiz hurt to the head. His Jermaine Ortiz going to that high guard and kind of just being right in front of him and then getting clipped with body shots. So can you land those same punches against somebody who's more slick, more talented than Jermaine Ortiz and Devin Haney? I don't know. But I do think it's a fantastic matchup. Two of the best guys. I want to say one quick thing. Man, I really want to see Keyshawn fight either Antoine or Richardson, Africa. One of them guys down there become champion at 40. You know what I'm saying? Really want to see that. But, hey, I ain't got no problem with you moving up to 47 if you're going to fight Devin. I don't have no problem with it. But I lean Devin right now as that fight as it moves forward. You know what I'm saying? Seeing what Keyshawn we're gonna get. Is it gonna be the dedicated Keyshawn that we got this fight, or is it gonna be the one that was drinking and doing whatever he said he was doing with Bud and nobody in his camp didn't know nothing about? Is it gonna be that guy that we saw miss weight against De Los Santos? Which guy are we gonna get? That's the real.
We getting Keyshawn as serving Christ. He said he's dedicated to the sport. He's rededicated his life to God, and that's what I'm expecting from him. So, and he said he's gonna knock out.
Ryan Garcia told us the same thing.
And he said he was gonna knock out Devin Haney. So, we listen. Like you saying, Dub, the proof is in the pudding. Everything will be revealed in due time. But that's good. It's good that we getting this matchup. I'm excited for this. Now, outside of that, why I got you here, Dub?
And real quick on that point, the other thing is what is when Keyshawn, what does he look like when he fills out at 47? I think 47 is prime weight for him. 47, 54, somewhere in there. I think that's kind of the prime weight. So I think he may be a tad bit stronger. Also, though, Devin, he's been looking strong at the weight class as well. So I think all that plays a factor into it. Can't wait for a fight like that, though. I'm glad we're getting it. Another one of those fights we were talking about we need for the American sport.
Definitely. They say we don't have enough American fighters putting it in and fighting each other. We had Tio versus Shakur, a great fight. It's we really getting to it.
Hold on, let's not say great fight now. It was a great fight on paper, but what's happening in the ring? My God, I still can't.
The fight was horrible. It was almost worse than the Super Bowl.
It was just I ain't gonna say worse. It was just as one-sided. It was just as one-sided. So
the Super Bowl was awful.
Yeah,
and Tio got beat down bad. He didn't even he made no adjustments.
I mean,
nothing, man.
But I don't think there were too many adjustments to be made. The only adjustment to be made was go get in the high guard and try to press this dude out. But that ain't Tio style. Tio ain't no come forward.
All right, I got it. I got it right here.
Oh, my bad.
Worst performance in a championship match, Drake May or Teofimo Lopez Jr.?
What do you
Drake
mean?
May
What's
Drake
Drake
May
May? What was
offensive
that?
line. Drake May offensive line failed him, so I'm going with Tio.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I feel you, man. Yeah, they got that playoff, that Super Bowl won all that, man. Yeah, but T.O., like I say, man, we got to give Shakur credit because maybe he shut him down, man. You know what I'm saying? Like he made the man where he couldn't operate. But yeah, I did expect more out of T.O. I thought it was gonna be a 50-50 fight. And I expected, T.O. to throw some hands, man. And Shakur shut him down, man. You
Hey,
know
man,
what I'm saying?
Shakur came
Second
in
dude.
licking. He left, came in like he was licking, man. I was like, was the man in a fight? Was he even in a fight? I don't know.
Yeah,
So
even with the Devin fighting when he fighting Keyshawn now, I think what's going to be interesting. I think Keyshawn is a better inside fighter than Brian Norman Jr. It seems like Keyshawn knows how to fight on the inside a lot better, know how to free those hands up.
I think he
He
measured
did.
distance better too.
Yeah. I think he may be a better. I mean, Brian Norman Jr. may be a more powerful fighter, but Keyshawn may be the better overall fighter. Could do more things because he did pick up a lot of stuff, over there with Bomac and Bud and training with Floyd and all that stuff. So he had picked up these little nuggets that he done put in his game. And plus, like I said, Keyshawn got a lot of dog in him, man. So it's going that's a fantastic matchup. That's a better, in my opinion, that's a better fight. Not a bigger fight, but a better fight than Devin fighting Shakur. Yeah, Devin fighting Shakur may be the bigger fight, but the better fight for entertainment value would be Devin Haney versus Keyshawn Davis. Because that is a true contrast of styles right there.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, that's gonna be a fight. That's gonna be a great matchup. I can't wait for them to announce the date on that and a location. Now we got Virgil, Boots, we got Keyshawn,
Hold on,
Devin.
real quick. Three. Y'all don't think it would be better for him to go up and fight Lewis Crocker, beat Lewis Crocker in overseas, across the pond, and then make that fight with Devin for a unification?
I mean, that's a nice story, but Lewis Crocker has a mandatory, and that's what I'm saying. Liam Paro is in the way. So,
But
and then
they fight. They supposed to be fighting already, don't they? I think they fight in Australia. I believe.
are they gonna do that in March?
I believe so. I could be
Yeah,
wrong
you
about
might be right
that.
about that. Yeah, they do. I think there is gonna be on the Tim Zoo card. Yeah, so that did. So yeah, so that's gonna be on the Tim Zoo card in March. Okay, so we'll see. I think that does make sense. I see what you're saying. That's gonna be a quick turnaround for Lewis Crocker.
I be messing up the good fights. And shut your ass up, man. You get up here and talk some boxing, nigga. Anyway, go ahead. Go ahead. Shout out to Vacay in the building. Shout out to Angie Baby in the building.
Yeah, real people, real supporters, man. Let me ask you this, Dub. Right? What's the fight that you? What do you want to see from Devin? Do you want to see the Shakur? Now the Keyshawn fight is lined up, but would you have preferred the Shakur or prefer him to wait on the Ryan Barrios winner?
Man, I always said I want Devin to get back against Ryan. I still want to see, regardless of what. That's just the biasness in me. But the better fight, I think, Coach put it perfectly earlier. I think the better fight, the best fight of the three is Devin and Keyshawn. Then I think the next, as far as excitement goes, I think it'll be Devin Ryan, then Devin Shakur as far as excitement. But as far as what I want to see, hey, give me Ryan, give me Keyshawn, then Shakur. That's the way I would pick. That's how I would put it out.
All
That's
three of those fights, and the Devin and you got Devin Keyshawn as a standalone pay per view. You buying that just on that one fight?
absolutely.
Yeah, that's the consensus. That's the consensus that that fight is big enough to stand alone by itself.
I think all
Yeah,
three
yeah.
are.
Big fight.
Keyshawn gonna sell the fight too. That's one thing about him. He gonna
Yeah.
talk. Dale gonna talk. Bill gonna talk. Keyshawn gonna talk. You know what I'm saying? One thing about Keyshawn, he come to step on something, man. You know, that's what he's shown throughout his career, that he ain't trying to go to no decision. He trying to get you out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got that killer instinct, man.
Hey, now real quick, I would love to see Keyshawn versus Ron Garcia eventually. I think that'd be a great fight. You know what I'm saying? Another, like you said, a stepper against a puncher. You know what I'm saying? Fast hands versus somebody who's gonna try to step on you. I think that'll be a firework fight as well. Very exciting. That might be the most exciting fight out of all of them.
But we still got to throw Conor Ben in the mix somewhere, man, because
Conor
you know
Ben he's slated for the Barrios Garcia winner.
okay, I ain't mad at that. You know, the man ain't never won the belt. He won the belt. Hey, I'm cool with that. I ain't got no problem with it. Because at the end of the day, we got to remember all these guys are young, man. I don't think any of these guys are even 30 years old yet. So we got time to get all these fights that we want. We may not get them when we want them, but eventually we'll get them.
But that's the great point. Like you said, the great part, I think, look, most of them somewhere between 26 and 28 right now, 29. You know what I'm saying? So it's they all really hitting their peak and their prime right now. So yeah, this is the prime time for them to be mixing it up, and that's what it looked like they're doing. So shout out to them. And we criticize fighters for so long for waiting, and next thing you know, one fighter 34, the other one 36, and they just fighting each other. And now these young guys said, "Now we ain't gonna be in that area or in that category. We're gonna mix it up when we get that opportunity." So that's what it seemed like is going on. I love it. Imagine if we could start getting rematches for some of these guys. I have no problem with it.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, like with this Inoue and Bam, like I'm okay, Inoue and Haney thing, right? Like I'm trying to look at this pound for pound thing from an objective standpoint. Have you seen what is it from Inoue to push his style, or why would you put Inoue over Haney?
Accolades. I don't, and you know
Right.
that.
So accolades comes down to resume, or you just referring to him being 2-time undisputed.
Yeah, more or less 2-time undisputed.
Okay.
Moving up, I think he's a 4-division champion.
Four division champ. Yeah.
Yeah. And so I think that those type of things right there, because down there, and respectfully, he done fought pretty much every. I ain't gonna say every big name guy. You know, him and Bam, they ain't mixed it up.
He never fought Chocolatito.
Chocolatito damn near retired, and I don't think Chocolatito need to get in there against Inoue because the man is all of damn
not
near
at
40.
this point.
Yeah, he damn near 40. And here's the reason. One of the reasons I like Bam so much is because he got in there with them guys, you know, those quote unquote champions at the time when it was Rung Visay and El Gallo and Chocolatito and what's his name? What's my guy name? I'm missing somebody. But he got in there with those Carlos Quadras. He got in there and he beat three. He done beat three of them.
Now I got Shakur over Inoue pound for pound.
I ain't got no problem with that.
I mean, with Inoue, like he's kind of getting put on the floor by everybody. I just feel like his style, I like him when he's punching in combination. You know, but I feel like if he fought a Shakur style, he would get outboxed. Now, if they was in the same weight class, you know what I'm saying? But good fighter, man. I want to see this Junto fight. We'll see how that plays out. The Junto Inoue, they supposed to be a main. Now we haven't heard anything, but that was supposed to be the next fight.
That's gonna be a
So
tough fight right there, boy. I like, you know, I'm a fan of Junto, so I would love that fight. Man, I think that's a tough fight for Inoue, bro. Junto, he already kind of long and rangy, got good power.
yeah,
That's
and you see what he's willing to go through. Did you see his last fight in December?
Yeah, I seen it. He don't give a
So
damn.
right.
He'll if he got a fight, he got, and I mean that's why I respect him. I think that, you know, I could see if you got Junto Nakatani on your pound for pound list somewhere between that 7 to 10 range, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have a problem with it.
Yeah, I just feel like Junto, he kind of fell out of my top 10 respectfully. Only reason is because um Sebastian Hernandez, I mean, they pretty much gave him a gift for Sebastian, but Junto's still my guy.
You thought that was a gift?
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah,
think it
down
was
there
a
like this,
gift.
I think I got Junto lost. He probably lost about the last 7 rounds.
Damn, you thought 7? I didn't see. I didn't think it was
Mhm.
that. I didn't think he lost that many.
Man, go back and watch that fight. He was getting BTA. He was fighting. He was fighting. He was throwing get off me punches,
So, hey man, Sebastian Ray, that man, he can fight too. Now, let's
brother.
not act like
That was that
he
was the he, listen, a 122. Yeah, right. Sebastian Hernandez, he looked like he was all of 5'9", 145.
that would go.
Yeah.
Hey, they gonna rehydrate accordingly.
CT
If
Mac,
you
CT Mac called
5'9",
it a draw. Yeah, I think Sebastian. Yeah, it could have been a draw. I mean, I can go back and rescore it. It was 12 rounds, but I think so. The thing about Junto, he never stopped punching. He was putting his jab out there. But y'all know what time it is.
no, hey,
Y'all
no,
know.
the score. Hey, if you own, you got to be real close for you to get something like that. Got to be something real close. Just hey, they are the judges. They done been handed them. We know it. It is what it is. They done been handed them manila envelopes.
Yeah. Hey, Kerry, I know what I do know. When Inouye came over here, he fought Ramon Cardenas. Ramon Cardenas had him getting off the canvas. He put him
Now,
on his pockets.
I'm saying, it ain't like we could say, and here I believe what Anyway got knocked down. He
Shakur
got
ain't
knocked down
never gonna put
early
him
in
on his
that fight,
pocket.
but then I don't know. He got knocked down early in the fight, but then he came back and knocked the Cardenas down in their fight as well,
Well, 1,000,
and
1,000%. You
and,
telling the
and
story.
stopped the man.
He did. That he did.
I
I
can't
want
remember.
somebody to put Shakur in his pockets. Maybe we'll get that reaction out of Shakur.
Man, God, look,
I'm just going at it with Kerry because Kerry don't like the Shakur style. He think Hitchens is boring. He don't like Tiger Johnson. He don't like Devin Haney.
he don't like boxing. The man
Yeah,
he want to see Rock'em Sock'em. He want to see nigga go out there and just stand in the pocket and bang. That ain't
right.
boxing, man. That ain't how you. Hey, for every style, and that's the beautiful part about it. For every style, there's a counter style to it. Okay, so if you want to do this, then we got to counter it this way. Uh, do you have that in your tool bag? And that's what's more impressive to me about some of these guys is if you can't beat this style right here, I'm not gonna. I don't have to make the adjustment. But if you do find a way to pick me off in this style, I can still make that adjustment and still put hands on you. You understand? So that's what makes it so interesting to me.
Man, I knew I was forgetting something, Dub.
What we got?
Errol Spence
Oh
Jr. is
Lord.
back this summer. It's gonna be Tim Zoo. Man, EJ's back. What's your thoughts about that? And what's your thoughts about the Tim Zoo fight? Do you feel like he can get it done against Tim Zoo?
So I'm about to sign. Well, it don't matter, man. I wonder. I'm questioning this fight. I don't dislike this fight. I think it's a good fight for both of those guys. They both got some money that they can make. You know what I'm saying? Both of them coming off of losses. Well, I believe Tim Zoo just fought in like December or something. I could be wrong about that. I think he fought in December though, and got a win. I can't remember the guy that he fought though. It wasn't nobody special. But after the Bachram fight, the two Fundora fights, he ain't quite looked the same. And now getting back in there with EJ coming a 3-year layoff. My question is what EJ? I don't know what EJ finna look like. After he done got beat down by Bud like he did, respectfully, is he gonna? It's so many questions that I have for that fight. And I mean, is EJ punch resistance still gonna be there? Is Tim Zoo punch resistance there anymore? Yeah, I thought it was gone after when he quit on the stool against Fundora. I was like, hey, this shit kind of all right, here we go. It might be the beginning of the end for the man. And we know EJ, he only know how to fight one. I ain't gonna say only know how, but he gonna step. You know what I'm saying? Tim Zoo kind of the same thing. So I think it's a style or a fan-friendly style matchup, something that aircraft carrier want to see. At the same time, I don't know exactly. We hadn't seen EJ at 54. We haven't seen him in 3 years. I don't know what. I don't know who's training him. Do we know who his trainer is now?
Right now it's possibly Breadman.
Okay, Breadman. I like Breadman as a trainer. I mean, I like Spence. You know what I'm saying? You know, I've always been an EJ fan. I always will be. So I look forward to him winning against Tim Zoo. But man, Tim Zoo, he done fought probably 5 or 6 times since damn EJ done fought. Now 3 of them times he done lost. 2 of them been either quit on the stool or knocked out. But you know, what does his punch resistance look like moving forward? And so I think it's a firefight, a great fight for both of these guys to come back against. But this ain't no tune-up fight, in my opinion. I don't think this is no tune-up fight.
Yeah. Nah, this is definitely not a tune-up. Tim Zoo is a tough guy. But as you can see, he can be hurt and he can be stopped. And man, EJ just gotta break his will. I think he can do that. Yeah, I definitely got EJ in that fight.
Maybe he can't. After EJ, like what EJ do you expect to see in there? How many rounds of ring rust do you expect to see? We're talking about 3 years and a brutal beatdown.
That's a good question. I'm thinking more so like a Ocampo type performance, you know? Just come in, work behind the jab, dig to the body, come back up top, stop Tim Zoo 1 or 2 rounds, and we don't get to see much of EJ. I mean, that's what I would be looking to do. But
you said stop him in 1 or 2 rounds.
Yeah, get him out of there.
Like the first or the second round? When you say 1 or 2?
Talking about Errol Spence try to stop Tim Zoo?
Definitely. That should be the goal. Why should he be looking to go rounds with Tim Zoo?
First off, he need the rounds to knock the rest off. First off. The second thing is who we done seen Errol Spence stop in round 1 or 2? Recently.
Yeah, he don't really do that. But Ocampo, that's the only one I can think of.
I just said Carlos Ocampo. We ain't seen Earl fight anybody in a few years.
Yeah, now Errol the type of guy he kind of grind you out. He'll grind you down, then get you out of there.
Right. So he'll break you down, but I don't see no first round. I don't see none of that early stuff.
Now that's Boots. Boots the one that be getting them early stoppages.
Listen, if he don't get Tim Zoo out of there in the first 6 rounds, Tim Zoo might be beating him. So trust me. If they line this fight up, EJ is getting his brother out of there.
Yeah, I hope he do. I think he's trying to. I don't know what's the motivation to come back. You know, maybe
that's just a fact.
Now, trying to figure out what's the angle.
Let me ask you this, Doug. My audio still coming through good?
Could you hear Coach?
Nah, I can't hear Coach.
Oh, Coach was in the middle of talking.
My bad. Oh, my bad. Hold on, let me go up.
Yeah, like I'm saying, I'm trying to figure out what's the angle. You know, where Errol Spence fighting, coming back. You know, he ain't been in the game for a minute.
No, and you know, I think you well off, but I think also, you know, man, as a fighter, you never quite want. And we see this. I ain't gonna say often, but we see guys, Keith Thurmans of the world, and you know, guys kind of getting up in their prime. They done been taking layoffs after layoffs and not really being active, but still trying to come back and fight. Same thing with the Charlo brothers.
I don't like their weight though. I don't like the 154-pound weight. I think that's too much. I think he probably should be coming to get 160.
And I was like, he probably just need to go on the ski. I thought he should have been up at 54. Except for him trying to be undisputed at 47. I agreed with that piece, him and Bud fighting at 47. I agreed with that. But overall, I was like, man, you should have been. thought it'd been tough for you to make the weight. So
I think 54 gonna be a tough weight cut.
Man,
you ain't been in the ring. You've been in the ring for 3 years, man. You probably should have picked up a little bit of weight, I'd imagine, unless you just been a gym rat.
Man, hey,
I
I think if he would have came back against somebody at 60, you know what I'm saying? Man, you still got to be careful with that too, though, because when you get up into those guys punching. So, but 60 ain't really a stacked division. So you could have found somebody at 60, I think, for him to come back against. I think that if it was me, I would have tried to put him in the ring with like a Joey Spencer first. You know, go in there.
Y'all finished or y'all done?
You in the middle talking, man. Can you hear us? Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you, man.
B3.
Hold on, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
You out of order.
BT put the drop on us.
Hold on. I thought that was.
But yeah, so I would have tried to bring him back against a Joey Spencer or something like that, and give him opportunity against somebody who ain't no puncher, somebody who want to get a damn box.
Yeah, we can hear you. But Joey Spencer just got the break. Joey Spencer just got the break beat off of him, man.
What's going on?
Can you hear us?
Joey Spencer just got the breaks. Now he must be having a hard time, man. Yeah, Joey Spencer just got the brakes beat off of him though by Tim Zoo.
Yeah, I remember that, but I mean, still a better. That's why I say that's the type of guy I would try to get EJ back against. Let Joey Spencer get one more payday. You know what I'm saying? He'll make 500,000, 700,000, something like that. Give him some good money, and then give EJ that chance to kind of knock some ring rust off before he gets back into the ring with them guys. But I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, because that ain't no different than what Jamal did. Jamal fought Cornflake. Man, that man Cornflake, they had no business in the ring with Jamal.
No, but I understood it because I was
Not Joey Spencer though. Let's do Tony Harrison.
Yeah, I like that better.
I wouldn't have a problem with him fighting Tony Harrison. I wouldn't have a problem with
that. Tony Harrison he's not a big puncher.
But he's a
good boxer, but he's not a big puncher.
Exactly. And so I think that would be a better fight. I wouldn't mind that. But I just don't think that I don't know. I gotta see. Maybe they know something I don't know. And maybe EJ been stopping stuff and maybe he's looking sharp and good or whatever. I don't know. But for it to be a 3-year layoff and then you coming back against a guy that's been active, regardless win, lose, or draw, that man has been active and been fighting the top level guys. Hey, that's a tough out right there for anybody.
Blaze, what's good? Appreciate everybody that's pulling up in the building. Appreciate you.
And T-Mac, that's what we were talking about. Tony Harrison at 60 now, instead of EJ trying to fight at 54, him going up to 60 and starting the campaign there.
Yeah.
You got Carlos Adames there. You got Eric Landy Laura. You can pick up a belt from one of them guys, man.
Hell, I don't know if he can, and I said respectfully, I don't know if EJ go out there and beat no damn Carlos Adames right now.
We got to see EJ at least.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to see that early. You know what I'm saying? I think if, like you said, get knock the rest off. Let me see what you look like, and then I can kind of place you. After I see you. But I ain't seen you in 3 years. I don't know what you're gonna look like.
Nah, you could put a man with Rashidi Ellis, man, but that may be a tricky opposition.
Man, Rashidi about circles around EJ right now.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that may be a tricky opposition to put him in with him.
Yeah. So I didn't see Tim Zoo, but hey, maybe he feel comfortable. Maybe EJ, he said he feel comfortable at 54, and so that's where some big fights are at. But I had this conversation the other night as far as speed of divisions go and how right now we seeing 40 is starting to feed 47 and 54 is starting to feed 60. And so I think that those guys, they're going to all start to move up together, and then the quote unquote glamour divisions will start to kind of shine again where they kind of got flat. 40 and 54 had taken over as far as the dominant divisions as far as talent-wise goes, but they feed the other divisions. So I think now we're starting to see an influx at 47 with the Devins and the Ryans and the Barrioses and I would say Rolly, but I say that respectfully. I don't really count Rolly. But the Keyshawn starting to move up. You know what I'm saying? I think that we'll see Antoine, Africa, you know, those guys. Tio, I think Tio just said he's gonna move to 47. So now 47 look to start to be the quote unquote glamour division again. Same thing with 54, 50, 60. I think a lot of these guys, they probably end up fighting each other at 60 instead of 54.
Yeah, that T.O. trying to cash out, man. That's all he do. He chasing dollars right now, man. Cause I think he don't realize that he just don't have the talent to compete with the upper echelon African American fighters, man. I think he done came to that realization. So like right now, he just trying to get as much money as he can because for 147, he's too undersized, man. He's too small for that division. You see how Shakur was just way bigger than him, even at 140. That dude moving 147, it's gonna be a bad look. He's too short. He don't have the arm reach. He don't have the ability to fight them guys at 147. They're gonna be too big for T.O. Unless he thinks he does better with bigger fighters. Maybe he feel like he'll do better with a bigger fighter because it may be easier to hit. Like Josh Kelly was a big fighter, so T.O. kind of had his way with him because he was faster than him.
It just depends on who he go up there after, because say if he go up there after Devin, he gonna get smoked, right? But if he go up there after somebody, a Mario Barrios, I think he can beat Mario Barrios. I think he can beat I think he loses to Ryan. I think he can beat a Rolly. I think T.O. will beat Rolly. So it just depends on who we go up there and choose to fight. You know what I'm saying? So
well, I'm pretty sure that dude's confidence is shattered right now. And I didn't realize how small he was. So he got in the ring with Shakur. They looked like they was in two different weight classes. It looked like Shakur was just a weight class bigger than T.O. Even though he was the smaller man coming up. Just like when Lamont Roach came up to fight Tank, even though he came up from a small division, he looked like the bigger man. You know, in the division, in the ring. You know what I mean? Okay, he was the bigger man in the ring.
Yeah.
And just like Shakur was the bigger man in the ring when he fought T.O. You could tell he was the bigger guy. Like with Mario Barrios, he's a tall guy, man. That dude he's got what 5'11", 6 foot. I think T.O. what, maybe 5'6", 5'7" on a really good day. You know what I'm saying?
He about 5'7". He about 5'7".
And that's probably with them platforms on. You know, you put him in them flats, them boxing shoes. He probably ain't 5'6", man. No, dude be lying about they be lying about their height. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna tell you how I know T.O. is small. I gotta find his picture. I gotta find it. But one of my fighters is Andre Brown. He's 5'8". T.O. standing to him, and Brown is about 2 or 3 inches taller than him. That dude, he's not a big guy, man. If I find it, I gotta find that picture. But nah, he's short. I think that's one of the reasons he had such a not only that Shakur was just a much better fighter, but also just the length, the reach, and the size of Shakur. It just played a part. T.O. just looked like it looked like a big brother fighting a little brother. That's how that fight looked. I mean, skill wise, also not just with the size, but just the whole fight was just like Shakur was just outclassed. Like he was levels above T.O. Made it look easy. You know what I mean?
It was so backwards though, because when my breakdown of that fight, coach, I was like, man, if anything, you want to play kind of a cat and mouse game with Shakur. You want to get him stepping to you, because T.O. he ain't really good on the front foot, right? He ain't really good coming forward. The problem was hell, he was able to get Shakur to step. He just couldn't do that. Every time he tried to do something, Corjet picked him up with the right hand. That's it. I mean, for you to go in there in a lineal championship fight and get beat by a guy with one hand, I mean, my God, that's just whew. So, yeah, I think, man, T.O. he finna start struggling now. He finna start struggling.
If he fight Richard Hitchison, he can't beat Hitchison, in my opinion. I think Hitchison is gonna ping him up.
He can't beat Antoine, in my opinion. I think Antoine might knock him out. I got
Yep.
Antoine. I got Antoine over everybody right now at 40 right now. I got Antoine. So
Yeah, even him and Shakur, that's a good fight.
yeah,
That's a great style, clash of style. That's what you need when you fighting a master boxer like Shakur. You gotta be able to apply pressure. Like William Cepeda, he showed a
Right now, I got
blueprint.
everybody. I got Shakur over everybody at
Yeah,
140.
he just couldn't.
Salute to
He
Piotr,
just
sir. Salute
he
to
didn't have
Asia.
the
Appreciate you
firepower.
coming in, Mr. Ingram. My
what
bad,
up,
coach.
Puddle? What up, Puddle?
Now I still want to see the fights though. That like my man said, we still want to see the fight. I think Antoine definitely will present a problem to Shakur that he's gonna have to figure out. And like with a guy like Shakur, the biggest thing is you got to be able to hurt it. You got to be able to hurt the kid, man. You know, we yet to really see him hurt. We never seen him wobble. We never seen him down. And like I always say, nobody's that good. He just hadn't ran into the guy yet. But the day is coming where I don't know. Where the day is coming where he may not get knocked down, but we will see those legs do the spaghetti dance. The day is coming, and you know what? When it happens, it's okay
It's
because
okay.
that's boxing.
And I'm glad that these guys are taking these fights and individual taking losses, things like that. But man, just because you take an L, that don't mean that you ain't a great fighter. You know what I'm saying? The majority of legends that we know in the sport of boxing all took L's. Any fighter can be beat at any given moment. You know what I'm saying? So it's boxing. It's probably the most unpredictable sport there is. So I'm just glad that they're taking these challenges, and that's really how you build your bones in the sport as far as your legacy goes. Is don't nobody criticize Roberto Duran for getting in there, and even though he quit in a fight, don't nobody criticize him for it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you was getting outclassed in that fight, but then when you went and faced some of the other guys, what happened? You went in, you were beating the shit out their ass. So styles make fights, but it's really who can implement their style. And that's what if you can, regardless of what type of style you got, if I can implement my style over yours, that's truly what makes the fight. And I think that's what Shakur does better than a lot of guys. We can implement his style over anybody else's, and he don't really have to change up too much. Whereas other guys, they have to switch up against him and try something different. And then when they make an adjustment, he make another adjustment. Now they got to make an adjustment. They kind of confused out there.
And that's the game you can't play with Shakur. In order to beat Shakur, first you have to have three things. You have to be overpowering. You have to be physically more dominant than him. First of all, you have to have some tremendous power, and you got to be relentless. That's the only way you're gonna beat that guy. Yeah. Because if you sit there and you try to box with him, T.O. tried to box with him. You can't. So somebody like a Marcos Maidana, he would be a nightmare for Shakur because he's unorthodox. He's a free swinger and he's wild, and there ain't no rhythm or rhyme to what he's doing. He's just chunking punches, and everything he hits you with feel like you got hit with a cinder block. That a prime Manny Pacquiao, prime Manny Pacquiao, he beat Shakur. People may say that's blasphemy. I'm telling you, he beats him. That dude is relentless. He's throwing crazy punches from all different angles, and Shakur don't have enough power to keep Manny Pacquiao honest. That punching machine, that prime Manny Pacquiao, he beat Shakur, probably maybe even by stoppage, because that dude was relentless, wild, swinging, crazy, unorthodox dude. You know where the punches was coming from, and everything he hit you with was like a brick. But that's the type of guys that beat those type of guys. The Marcos Maidanas, the Saki Obikas, these wild, swinging, crazy punches coming out of nowhere. Like William Cepeda, almost just didn't have enough power. He didn't have enough ammunition. He wasn't strong enough. His punches didn't affect Shakur enough. He had the right game plan. He just didn't have the power to implement it. And we seen guys like Joe Frazier with Ali was a way more skilled fighter than Joe Frazier, but it was Joe's relentlessness that Ali couldn't get past, or that he did get past, but it was a very, very hard fight. And one fight he actually beat Ali. But every fight always looked like that because Joe was just a relentless fighter. And that's what you like. Conor Benn is a hard fight for Shakur because the size, the pressure, the power, and the relentlessness. Skill wise, yeah, Shakur got him all day.
Conor Ben ain't knocked nothing out since he got off them eggs, man. He ain't
Yeah,
hurt
that's right.
nothing since he got off them eggs.
But like I said, it depends. Like, in other words, you got to let them hands go. Against Shakur, if you ain't let your hands go, you ain't gonna stand a chance, man.
Yeah, you're
He
not
gonna
gonna
pick
pick
you.
him apart.
He gonna pick you apart. I'm talking about you got to have a super high work rate, and you got to do damage. And that's why Gary Antron Russell, if he can implement his style, that's a style that can get Shakur a lot of trouble. And that's a fight that he could definitely win. But you're gonna have to be working. You're gonna have to probably double or triple this man's output.
Yeah.
Like if Shakur throws 300 punches, you got to throw 600,
Yeah,
and you got to be on him. You know what I mean?
Probably 900, man. I ain't even gonna lie. You might need to.
Yeah. You got to be on him. You got to outwork the dude. You got to be on him. You got to be hitting whatever you can hit, man. Yeah, cause you ain't really gonna land too many clean shots on him. So you just got to be hitting him.
But
Just like kind of like how Derek Gisor beats a lot of guys like that. Just come in, just sweep. Matter of fact, he freaking did better against Usyk than any other guys did. A guy that ain't got no style, that got 15 losses, did better than AJ did better than Tyson Fury did, because that crazy style that he got, that wild style, punches come from all over the place, it's hard to deal with.
Hey, y'all give me 1 second. I'm gonna be right back. Give me 1 second.
That's good, Doug.
And I got a question when I come back. And permission to ask my question be through when I get back?
You got it.
All right, bet. Give me 1 second.
That's a lot. Man, everybody in here, appreciate all the love and support. Hold on, we got hold on, coach. It's a little background. Appreciate you, coach. Y'all tap the like button, man. Tap the like button, follow the channel, help us grow. We building. Y'all see, we working. We definitely growing. The monetization we on the right now, we definitely on the free entertainment network. The monetization is gonna be locked in at the end of February. God willing. So listen.
All right, test it 1, 2, 3. I'm back. My bad.
Okay, the right side is back. Yeah, so we definitely get into it. Support the channel, help us grow. Dub, talk to me, man. What's your question?
Man, we got a fight coming up, man. I think it's one of the most underrated fights. Andy Hiroka versus Antoine.
Yeah.
Me personally, I'm a fan of Andy Hiroka. Y'all remember last year when Junior knocked out Sasaki? Only person that knocked Sasaki out before Junior did was who? Andy Hiroka. I think, man, and I was listening to Mr. Gary talk about this. He training his little brother. He said, man, honestly, when I look at the styles, Andy Hiroka's style or my brother's style is tailor-made for Andy Hiroka. Andy Hiroka has a better or has that, kind of that long range, keep you at the end of his punches, good power, what I'm saying, really decent footwork, those type of things. What do y'all think about that fight, Andy Hiroka versus Antoine? I think this is going to be the toughest fight Antoine has had to date, in my personal opinion. What's y'all thoughts on it?
Man, now that you broke it down like that, I'm gonna have to go back and watch this guy, man, because I just kind of thought it was gonna be just a foregone conclusion that Gary Russell was gonna win. I guess because that's one of my guys. You know what I'm saying? So I just kind of overlooking this guy, man. But now I'm gonna have to go and do some research and really watch this guy, see what he bringing to the table, man. So now that you broke it down like that,
Yeah, coach. I was telling you beforehand months ago, because they rescheduled this fight a couple of times.
This fight was supposed to be on. It was supposed to be on the Tank Jake Paul undercard.
Right. So this kid, this is not just a Japanese kid. He's half Japanese, half Ghanaian. His I think his dad is from Ghana. So this kid is athletic. He's not an ordinary he's not a run-of-the-mill fighter. He can really fight. This is gonna be a good fight for Antoine. And if he can handle the power, keep his distance, I feel like we could see this go to distance. Yeah. It's that kind of fight. Like who said that in the chat? T Mac said, or maybe it was Carrier. Yeah, oh, yeah. Teammates say fights like Puyo. Yeah, he can box. So I'm excited for this matchup. That's a good call, Dub, and we get to see this on February 21st on the Ryan Barrios card.
Absolutely. Is that the co-main event?
The co-main event is going to be Richardson Hitchens, Oscar Duarte.
I think that's hard. Hey, I would rather, and no disrespect to Oscar Duarte, hey man, yeah, we'll see what happens. But I think that Hiroka is a much better fighter than Oscar Duarte is. That's my opinion. I could be wrong about it, but I would any day of the week I would pick Hiroka to put hands on Oscar Duarte. Yeah, I think that Hiroka gives Africa trouble. I think Africa has a better chance or a more difficult style than what Antoine is going to present. But I want to see what Antoine comes out, because if Antoine come forward just pressuring, he's going to get clipped with some stuff, in my opinion. But if you sit there and try to box with him, I actually think that Hiroka is going to be kind of the longer guy in this fight as well. So that's why I'm saying, like, I'm very interested to see what the game plan is from the Russells, and I think they're smart enough. They're going to have a really good game plan. At the same time, I just want to see what it's going to be and how you attack this guy. But at the end of the day, I do have Antoine winning. I think he's the more talented guy, but I don't think the talent level is leaps and bounds apiece from each other. I think the talent level, the skill gap is much closer than a lot of people is giving Hiroka credit for, in my opinion.
Yeah, they don't know. They just don't know who he is. But I can't wait to see the lead up to this fight coming up fight week. I remember the lead up to the Rayo fight. Antoine was looking so sharp in training, in preparation for that fight. So y'all just look out, man. That's a good fight. Appreciate you bringing that up, Doug. I
No,
think that's an underrated fight, and hopefully we get Mr. Gary Russell back.
I can't wait. Man, just saying, I know we ain't gonna get it now, but I would love to see Mr. Gary against Kid Austin. I would love that fight. Mr. Gary versus Kid Austin. I think that would be a spectacular fight. You know what I'm saying? Kid Austin want to be a pressure guy. He gonna come forward. Mr. Gary having fast hands, possibly, man. I mean, an elite ring IQ. I would love to see that fight. I would love to see it. Especially after what he did to Tevin. I would love to see that, man. Oh yeah,
Now,
I know
Gary,
he older, but still.
right. I'm with you on that.
He still want to fight. If he say he want to fight, what you want me to do? Who am I?
Well, no, and he's campaigning at 135, so you're doing the right thing. Just how I feel like they should have made Devin versus Pacquiao. If Pacquiao's campaigning at 147, he need to fight the top guy. Gary, Mr. Gary Russell. I really want to see him fight Raymond Mortaya at 135.
That'll be a good fight.
Yeah.
I think
That's all right.
And it's crazy because even in the Murataya Cruz fight, Andy Cruz fight, I thought Andy Cruz had his moments. You know what I'm saying? You can tell that if you can box against Murataya, then you can look good out there. But at the same time, Andy Cruz, he still got that amateur style. He don't really sit on the shots like that. I think Mr. Gary understands how to put his hands together better than Andy Cruz does at the professional level. And I ain't saying he's the most powerful guy, but his accuracy, his timing, man, I would love to see Mr. Gary against any of these guys. Give him his opportunity. Yeah. Like you said, he's 39, he's still fighting, so give him his opportunity now. If they knock his ass out, then they knock him out. But right. I don't think he getting knocked out by any of these guys. I think that he at least make it through the fight. He may lose the fight, but I don't think Mr. Gary get knocked out by any of these guys.
Nah, not at all. Not at all. We definitely need these fights. That's a fact. But outside of that, I mean, listen, this has been a fire show. I appreciate my brother Dub pulling up, Coach Eddie. We definitely building. We're gonna be back tomorrow.
I got you tomorrow too. My brother.
Yeah, appreciate you, Doug.
I'll be here a little early tomorrow. I got caught up doing some nonsense, so.
So, man.
Yeah, we'll talk some other things in the sport. I'm sure some good things will come up. Hopefully we get some dates finalized. We'll talk some Zuffa boxing. There's a lot going on.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Hey, real quick. All right, we'll talk tomorrow. We'll talk.
Speak freely. We good.
Man, they talking about if this fight is made, which Devin got, Devin he got to handle business against Keyshawn, the businessman, and probably got a couple fights. But if he were to go fight a Xander Zayas, like they're speaking on right now,
Yeah.
how you see that fight happening, bro?
As far as making a fight or just the style or stylistically, I think that's a tough fight for Devin. I mean, Xander he just like a big rangy out boxer. I feel like it could end up being a closer like 50-50 type fight. Just with the way I think it's gonna play out. Just as like two guys jabbing, you know, probably not overly engaging, not putting themselves in bad positions, trying to counterpunch. So I'm more so like the Keyshawn and the Shakur fights for Devin, just because Xander's like 5'11", 6 feet. That's just my opinion.
Man, if the fight happened at 54, I think Devin. First off, he'll win the fight, in my opinion. I think his skill set and his knowledge is way too much for Xander. Also, if you look at how Xander's been fighting, so for the longest, Xander, he kind of was, I ain't gonna say a knockout artist, but kind of was, he was that puncher. In his past few fights, he done fought some guys who could that could punch, and he kind of been on the back foot a little more. You know what I mean? Showed that he can box with you, he can bang with you if he need to. I think, man, if he got to sit there and fight you at mid to long range consistently, I think he's going to struggle in a fight against somebody like Devin. The foot feints, the feints up and down. Hey, see right there, aircraft. Dub, how you had Norman over Devin but Devin over Xander? I learned from the error of my ways. That's why I learned from the error of my ways. Okay,
Anytime.
I learned from the error of my ways. That's exactly why I would have it. But I still think, you know what I'm saying? I think it's a close fight. But
yeah, it's a close fight.
But at the end of the day, I think experience will play a difference there. And I think that man, just the stylistic, Xander ain't never been in there with no slick black fighter like that. And I think when we say this, the hardest style to beat, and it's always been like this. The slick guy has always been usually the toughest guy to beat. You know what I'm saying? And so I think Xander has a element of slickness to his game. I do think he does, but I don't think he has nearly the jab that Devin does. I don't think that. I don't even think sometimes when he moves, I don't think he really has a plan behind his moving. I think he just moves the move at times to stay. I'm on the back. Hey, I'm shuffling right now. Not really looking to set nothing up, set traps and those type of things. I think he can, and what is he, 22, 23 right now. So with him being that young, you don't look for him to have all the things already there. But if he can put together Xander, if he can put together fighting off the back foot, you know what I'm saying, utilizing the ring, but also showing that he can continuously have an active jab, be offensive, you know what I'm saying, run it down the middle on you early, and then start to hook off the jab, hook off that, jab or 1, 2, 3 off with you, you know what I'm saying, body shot, things like that. If he can put it all together, I think he's going to be a really dangerous guy. The other thing I will say is, if the fight happens at 54, I don't know how much longer Xander going to be able to cut weight to make 54. I think as he continues to get older, he's going to start to struggle to cut that weight. And by the time he's 24, I think I give him another year at 54, and then I see him fighting at 60. Hence the reason we were talking about 54 being the feeder Division II middleweight. So I think that we'll see how it play out. But if it were to happen right now, I would definitely pick Devin to beat Xander right now.
I can dig it, but see, you definitely Team Haney, Devin all the way.
I'm
Um,
biased, very
yeah,
biased.
yeah, very biased, which is cool. Devin
At least
Haney,
I tell y'all
he's
this.
earned
I
it.
tell y'all
He's
this.
earned Devin's earned the right to have a biased fan base. I tell the people all this time, he's the one that's going in there winning fights, kicking ass. Um, and even Hot Rod had came on this live stream. We had Hot Rod come back and say Devin Haney was his favorite fighter, his number one fighter, top on
Hey,
his pound for pound.
but Hot Rod, and I give Hot Rod a lot of credit. He's very honest, and he said, man, if Devin go up there and beat Junior, man, he gonna be my favorite fighter. And he ain't just gonna be my favorite fighter because he beat Junior. It's because he willing to fight anybody. The first reason I really started rocking with Devin, because out of all them guys, I thought Devin wanted to smoke before any of them did. The second thing is that if you go back and I don't know if you remember this, I
Yeah, I'm
remember a
second.
time when
Hold on.
my bad.
Hold on. Xander trying to challenge me. Carrier trying to challenge me to a friendly front, a 25 on Devin Xander, right?
So the fight got to get made first.
Yeah, let's make the fight. But I will oblige you. I accommodate you on that for sure.
Hey, you sound like what, you seen Inglorious Bastards?
Yeah.
With the bad Jew used to come out there be with the bad. He said, "Oblige you,
Yeah.
oblige you." But no, man. But going back to Devin, just saying, one of the reasons I remember when he used to call out Robert Easter Jr. I remember him calling out Mikey Garcia, right? Before any of this stuff, I remember all of that time, all of that. So he been calling Loma out for years, been calling Tio out for years. You know what I'm saying? Been calling Tank out for years. He was calling all the top names. And when he got those opportunities, the Lomachenko, instead of moving up and he had become undisputed, most folks become undisputed. What they do, they drop the belts and move up. That man became undisputed. And who the last person, respectfully, who's the last person to go successfully defend undisputed? 3.
Well,
Canelo? Did Canelo
nah,
defend
not
it?
the last one. He defended it, but he didn't. He not the last one. In a way, did it
Okay, okay. So
because Beterbiev lost to Bivol, and Bivol he hasn't fought since.
he dropped it,
And
they stripped him. Didn't the IBF strip him? I think the IBF.
yeah, believe Usyk got stripped as well. So Devin does have 2 successful defenses. Hold on, everybody pulling up. Hold on, Blue about to pull up. Pure pulling up. Yeah, I think Devin has 2 successful defenses. In a way, I believe he's working on 3 successful defenses. So he's in a way is defending his undisputed at 122,
Okay.
holding it there for Junto.
I'm somewhat in order. Not all the way, but somewhat.
So that's why in a way should
Man,
definitely continuously be on the pound for pound. I mean, he's really doing it. He's in the driver's seat of them little weights, and he's like y'all saying, he's taking the tough fights. He's getting knocked down, getting back up. So, shout out to Inouye.
What up, Blue?
Talk to us, Blue.
what's good? What's good? What's good? What's good, man? I can't believe I heard my guy Dub Freaky Deaky. I ain't trying to put it like that, but
Oh,
Dub
ho,
right
ho,
side.
ho, 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 ho. Wait a
Hey,
minute.
look.
Wait a minute.
I,
Don't ever,
I was
you
gonna
can't
say
do that.
freaking.
And hold on, I was gonna say freaking, but I was like, let me say it, but it just came out wrong. So anyway,
No,
my guy Dub right outside.
don't
My
call me Dub Freaky Deacon, man. Come on now, you
I
out of
know
order.
I'm not.
You out of order.
Listen, man.
Wow.
I know. Okay. I try to correct it. Let me correct it. Dang, I corrected myself before you even said anything. Good Lord. But anyways, man, I can't believe that you, man. I wanted to say something else, but I was like, man, I ain't gonna cover my guy like that. So that's what threw me off. But anyway, you say that Gar over everybody at 140, bro, and you know Shakur's there. I don't want to hear that, man.
No, I
That's
still,
all.
hey, look, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? I think that's a true 50-50 fight. And I like Antoine in that fight. I think that
Yeah,
Antoine,
yeah.
I think the tough ruggedness of Antoine, along with the boxing ability, and if you heard what I said earlier, it's not. We always talk about styles making fights. It's who can implement that
Hmm.
style. And I think against somebody like Antoine, bro, you're gonna have to end. You're gonna end up on the inside. It's bound to happen at some point in time, unless you just even against Puello. Hell, Puello was able to win that fight, which I thought he lost the fight in my personal opinion. But I had no problem with the way they called it. They scored it or anything like that. No problem. But at the end of the day, my thing is you're gonna end up on the inside. And if Antoine get on the inside, bro, like bro, that's such a tough fight for Shakur, in my opinion. You got to keep pushing that man off of you. It starts to wear on you. And so I could be wrong about it, but I like Antoine over everybody right now at 40, and include Shakur.
Okay.
So you got
Well,
Antoine
um,
coming up and cleaning Tio up. Tio doing what Tio couldn't do
Say
and
that
take
again.
mhm.
and being Shakur.
Say that one more
Nah,
time.
that ain't happening. Let me.
That's his little brother. You know, that's his homeboy, the guy that they said they wouldn't fight or they wasn't gonna fight. Antoine said he wanted to fight Tio. But Tio was avoiding a lot of people, man. So I
He
know
Yeah, he
Blue.
avoided.
I
was.
know you want. I know you
He
want
never
Blue.
unified.
Yeah.
Let me
Well,
get
he
my
was
assessment
unified.
real
He
quick.
he unified with Loma.
No,
So
but I'm talking about
Mhm.
unified at 40.
right, he did.
Well, see, I look at it like this. Now, you know they got history together, spars, Shakur and Gary. But I'm gonna say it like this, man. In that sparring, you can see that Shakur can't handle himself. Shakur got dog in him, you know,
I think
and the
Shakur don't.
Russells gave it up to him.
I
I
think
mean, that's fine. That's fine. I ain't mad at you. But well, I'm gonna tell you how he's gonna beat Gar. I'm
talk
gonna
to me.
tell you how he's gonna do it. He's gonna stand on. He's gonna lay on them ropes and just pick them apart like he did Zepeda.
No, he not. He can't. No.
I'm telling. Listen to me. You gave your opinion. I'm telling you my opinion. That's all it is. You see
No.
what I'm saying? I think that he's gonna take it. He's not gonna run from. And I'm telling you this right now. I think that he's gonna basically just make him miss, and they're gonna make him pay. Because Gary Antoine, no matter what, he's a good boxer, but he could be wild at sometimes. And if you're not patient enough, that's how you have to be patient, just like Shakur, in order to really beat him. But you got to know, you got to have great um, boxing, like your accuracy when it comes to placing your punches. You see what I'm saying? Otherwise, I'm gonna be honest with you, you're not gonna be able to beat Shakur like that. You can make it rough and tough, but if you cannot connect on the punches and you're not accurate on your punches, you got to be able to you fake Shakur out and make him think like you be looking somewhere else. You can be looking down, but you can still hit him in the head. You see what I'm saying? With pinpoint accuracy, you got to be able to make Shakur think, and if you can't make Shakur think, you're not going to be able to think. You're not going to be able to uh beat him. You're not going to be able to beat him because Shakur's got enough dog in him, in my personal opinion, to where he'll sit there in the pocket with somebody that's a pressure fighter. You know
Hey,
what I mean? And
hold
give
on,
it
Blue.
back to him. Go
Real
ahead.
quick. Now, this is where I disagree with you. I
Yeah,
agree.
yeah.
I agree with your breakdown as far as what you need to do. I don't think
Hmm.
you can sit there and I think you got to more or less overwhelm Shakur to some degree. You got to.
Hmm.
You're not gonna outbox him, right? I don't think too many people. I don't think anybody just. I think Devin may be able to, maybe, but you're not just outboxing Shakur. And so when you say that you think that Shakur sit there with his back on the ropes, I think that's the worst possible fight that man could fight.
Well, he's going to take it into the middle too. He's going to move around, use lateral movement. But I'm telling you, he's going to. I believe that from what I've seen in that sparring, Shakur going to test that water and show him like, man, I got dog in me. I'm telling you right now, Shakur does that. He stands his ground, and he's done it every fight. No matter what people say, he's done it every fight.
No, he hasn't. There's only 2 fights he hadn't done it in, only 2, but he ain't did it every fight. Just saying.
Well, I mean, he still did that. Even with the De Los Santos fight, he made De Los Santos be honest with him. When the third round, he hit him with that hook. You see what I'm
Shakur
saying? De Los Santos
Shakur
started backing up
outclassed.
and not. Go ahead.
Yeah, he outclassed De Los Santos. Let me bring Piro
Yeah.
Sherman, man. Piro,
Hold
talk to us,
on.
man.
What up, bro?
What up? What up?
What
What
up
up?
with your
What up?
Piro?
How
Can y'all
you
hear me?
feeling? Yeah,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
hear
you
you.
Yeah. Yeah, we can hear you, fam.
Cool,
What's
cool,
up with you,
cool.
boss man?
Chilling, man. I got to pick up my daughter in a little bit, but I want to hop on and just tell Dub real quick. What I tell you, Dub, about Figgy, bruh?
Hey, shout out to Phil. You told me, and I said,
Yeah,
I was
man.
like, man, I don't know if he gonna do that against Nick Ball. You called it. That's a fact. You called
Yeah,
it.
man. That's the only thing I was worried about. Is just he hadn't been looking too good in his last couple fights, you know.
Yeah.
But if he, I didn't know he had Manny Robles. To be honest, I would have been more confident in my bet. But yeah, man. I mean, like I knew if he fought anything to where what Prime Figgy was, and he was actually better, you know, under Robles.
Robles, yeah.
Oh yeah, man. I cleaned up, man. I won 375, bro.
Hey,
Nice.
That's what's up. That's what's
shout out
up.
to you.
Nice.
So are you talking about 375,000?
Nah. I
No,
wish. I wish.
he said 375,000.
I
God,
bet.
dog.
I had to say that. I had to say that because he said he cleaned up. I'm like, oh, okay. This man over there, he
Hey,
did
man.
big things, didn't
I'm poor, bro.
he?
375, man. That's to the fun, bro.
Hey,
Nah,
Phil,
you
look,
know. Now hold
anything extra help.
on,
Anything
Blue.
extra help.
Yeah.
Hold on, Blue. Now ain't no way in the world he ran that and
He'll pull
he
the
ain't hit the
100.
cash app, the Zelle or something. 375,000. We all better be eating. That's a crazy come up. I can't wait till I do it.
Man, I'm still. Hey,
Right?
look, I'm out. Listen, hey, B3. I'm looking hard to the videos, man. I'm about to go. I think I got to go like back 3 months, man, just to be able to find this concession. You know what I'm saying? Uh-huh.
What are you talking about right now?
He said a
Oh,
confession.
yeah. No. I'm talking about. I gotta find the bet. I gotta look in the history books of your videos to find the bet for the hundo for BBO.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's contesting that y'all have a bet. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah. He
mean,
tried to say that
that's how I
he don't
do
remember it. Man, I'm like, that's crazy, man. But it is what it
Oh,
is.
wait a minute. What happened? Hold on, BBO. He ducking the. Hold on, wait a minute. What happened?
We betted on the TL fight, man. He was confident, bro. He was on there with B3. All of us was up there. He was talking big money. He was like, man, he gonna win like this, and he gonna do this, and what you gonna do, and what you this, and then he was like, man, we could put 100 up. I was like, what? Okay, I'll take that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and we
Hey,
locked
look.
it in.
Hey, listen, Blue. I ain't gonna lie to you. The reason I
Hmm.
don't bet online no more is because a nigga bet me on Shakur and Padley. And I was like, are
Yeah,
you sure you want to take this bet? He was like, nah, man, put 100 on it. I was like, matter of fact, he said, put 100 on the stoppage. I said, I'll take the bet. And that
yeah.
man, then look, he go out there and stop him. Get what Bray gonna tell me. Well, he stopped him to the body. He ain't knock him out. I said, wait a minute. We bet the stoppage. What are
It's
you
the
talking
same
about?
thing. It's the
What are we
same
talking about?
thing.
And I still ain't received my money. No, we good. We good. I'm good, man. I can't bet online no more.
Hey,
Nigga, then you got to go find the video. I went and found the
yeah,
video,
bro. I'm
played it,
like, I'm irritated
responded
right
to it.
now.
Hey,
Yeah,
look,
I'm so irritated that I got to go back because I don't even know. I thought I found it right, and then it was just, man, it wasn't the right one. And I'm like, man, I gotta go back further. I'm like, man, I gotta dedicate this a whole day just to find, man. Come on, man, because it takes time. It takes time, man. And you don't got time like that. I don't got time like that. I wish I
man,
did.
look, I got time right now, but I ain't gonna be looking through no video trying to find out when we betting, what was either we bet or we did. That's why I always say, let me send it to you. We got a record of it. It's a record now. There's a record of the
Yeah.
bet being online, of us making the
Hmm.
bet.
That's what I was
And
Well,
gonna
let
tell
me
you,
say
Dub. You
this.
can go bet online. You can bet with me, bro.
no, I
My
still
credit's
bet with
still
some of
good.
my people. Like Puro, me and Puro, we done bet plenty of time. Puro, he'll tell you, I'll tell you. He good with his, I'm good with mine. We know what it is there, but you just can't bet random folks no more, cause Negro
And
will
when
be
you
out of
texted me,
line.
Dub, that I owed you a little bit more, what I say? Okay, I'll send it to
You,
you right
you,
now.
hey, you look.
Nah.
Hey, he sent it immediately. He sent it immediately. That's a fact. I
Yeah,
was like,
you
hold on.
can't you can't bet with everybody.
I was like, hold on,
Yeah,
Pedro. You sent me 50, but I had already sent you 50, so you owe me another. Come on, man. You owe me 100.
Hey, I didn't question it, bro. I just sent
You
it.
didn't. You didn't question it whatsoever. That's a fact. I mean, it
Hey,
is.
listen. Hey, listen. At the end of the day, we gotta take it one day at a time. This was a fire show. We 3:30 in. Appreciate everybody that pulled up, showed a lot of love and support. We're gonna be back tomorrow. Dub said he'll be back tomorrow, so we're gonna talk some boxing. We're gonna cook some more. Appreciate Puro, Blue, everybody that hit the panel today. Coach
Hey,
Eddie
can I?
Hot Rod was in here.
Is
Uh,
Dub going live tonight or no?
Yeah.
Dub going live?
Well, tonight is nigga can I talk with me, Lou, and HLD. So
Okay.
yeah, we'll be doing that tonight, and then I might go live after. I don't know yet. So I'll
Okay.
let
and
y'all know.
Marky, and make sure y'all tap in with Marky Dan. Marky Dan has his political show at 5. If y'all can, 5 p.m. Eastern. Check him out, man. Help the guy
I
out. He's
don't
a
be
good
getting his
young guy.
notifications, man, for some reason. I thought
Yeah, it's
I
just cool.
subscribed to him. Have you
Marky's a
been getting
chef.
them? Marky's a
Yeah.
what?
I'm just
Marky,
fucking with Marky.
Marky be live. Look, Marky be live sometimes, and
All
I'll
right,
pull
Vay.
up.
Have a good day,
1:30,
Vay.
fellas. I gotta
Appreciate you.
go. Peace.
Hit the bill. All right, Peter. All right,
Later,
we
brother.
closing it out,
Stay up.
man.
All
Appreciate
right,
everybody.
everybody. Peace,
Appreciate you,
man.
Dub.
Hey
Appreciate
man,
everybody
appreciate
pulled
you
up.
three.
Appreciate you, Blue.
I appreciate you, B3.
Hey, listen, we had Dub.
Yo,
I'm gonna see you tomorrow. Appreciate you. Hey, thank you, Vay. Thank you, everybody, NGB, everybody pulled up and showed love. Shout out to the Sports Talk Network.
did he kick himself off his own show?
Hey, man. Well, one thing I will say, man, peace, love, and hair grease to everybody. Shout out to the Queens, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. And great live and appreciate you, B3, man. On to the next one.
On to the next.
All right, is you motherfuckers finished? Y'all finished? You silly motherfuckers. You got to be soldiers, all right? Soldiers. Not clowns, goddammit. Drive, and you shut the fuck up.